It's just whatever. We can close it. All right, you should have some headphones there. So you can hear what's going on. Stream is up.
It's a knockoff? What is this? You got the only
What?
SM7B?
Those are the podcast ones.
Okay. Who makes this?
I forgot who makes them, but yeah, they're the Shure
Sure?
copies,
Oh, okay.
and they're freaking phenomenal.
Yeah, it sounds good.
For an eighth of the price, something like that. Because even with the podcast ones, they want way too much. Uh-oh. Let me fix this. Let me close down Lightroom so we don't have any problems. You can hear yourself good?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey.
What else?
Do you need a copy of the song?
I got Violent.
Okay.
I don't have Garden.
Valencio.
Well, I could send you any of the 6. I could send you another one that's a little heavy.
If you want to, we can put it at the end. As a little
Comes out
preview.
tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's close this down. And let's minimize this. Make sure we don't have any problems. Get rid of all of these because we don't need them. I got to make sure this. I'm in here. Okay. Those two's done. All right, give me your mic one more time.
Check 1, 2.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, everything shows good. And let me pull up show notes. What is going on?
AirDrop.
To my phone?
I don't know. So I think it's your phone.
Yeah, send it to the laptop.
I don't have it as an option.
It doesn't? Okay. Let's see here. I thought my laptop was open. I got it. See? See. Alrighty. Let's see how this works. We're in drive time.
Get us some drive time numbers. Live drive time YouTube stream numbers. Maybe we can be on the Eagle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're going to talk about that too at some point. Let me before we start the show, because I don't really want to get into this too much, but we're on YouTube or whatever, the stream's going. Have you seen this shit that's going on with Suno?
Suno.
I don't know what that is, bro.
You don't?
Suno.
All right, hold on a second.
Describe it.
Hold on just a second.
Let's see if I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about, because I've been sending you songs all week.
Yeah.
So
are you going to work
this.
it out? Are you going to
Is
try to
music
do
playing?
one? Mine's not. Oh, wait.
Oh, it's on mine. I'm the one violating the law. All right, listen to this. Let's see here. I made a couple of these.
I like them all.
Well, you haven't heard these.
You got some new ones?
I made some for Richard.
Oh, cool.
That's going to take a bit to break.
Huh?
That's going to take a bit to break.
What is?
Calling you Richard.
Oh. Do your best.
I'm going to do my
Henry,
best. I want to talk
Henry.
about that, though, too.
Henry.
All right, so here we go. Before we start the show, let's see here. Just listen to this crap.
In the city of Fort Worth, where the wild winds blow. There's a band called Henry the Archer,
What the fuck?
putting on a show with their gritty guitar riffs and the pounding drums. They'll make you question everything till your mind's undone.
Who the fuck did this?
With a touch
It's a
of
super,
punk
it's a super
and a
Henry the
splash
Archer
of
fan.
garage, Henry the Archer takes you on a sonic barrage. The lyrics
You got some super fans.
like a punch to the gut as they sing about frustration.
I could cry right now, dude.
And they're droids.
Truly in your heart.
This is your droid fan base.
Did you make this?
Henry the Archer, they're breaking it down.
Skynet. I think you should play this song, Henry.
It's not a bad song.
It's a good fucking
No,
song.
there was a lot of the ones that I listened to the other night. I was like, these are fucking good tunes. It's just creepy that there's no element of any kind of error in any fashion. You need to play this. This is your song now. We call it Fake Plastic Henry. So
you made
wild.
that?
Yeah.
That's fucking incredible. I got a little buzz now on my
Good.
mic.
Oh, I thought you meant from that.
Hold on, I know why.
It's like, that got me
Let's go back a little
chills.
bit.
Yeah, that
Let's
thing
feedback.
is pretty cool. Some of the songs, it's just weird hearing nothing, no error.
There's
Yeah.
no error. It sounds
So
magnificent.
could you put in a song and say like do a Jerry Jonestown Massacre song and make it sloppy
Probably.
and it
or
would
a little
put in
off.
throw
human element to it?
human element.
I made 4. Okay, so when you do it, there's several apps that you can do this with, but you just put in the prompt. What do you want it to sound like?
It's like an AI thing?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And then it writes the song for
So
you. What do you
wild.
want? I want it about this. So then, if you want it about Henry the Archer, it reaches out, and finds stuff about Henry the Archer on the web, and brings it back.
And creates a song.
So like when I made the ones about us, it put our names in it. It put that we were from Fort Worth. It put what we talk about on the podcast, all sorts of stuff. Like because I made a whole bunch just to see what it would do, and it's wild. It's like a complete crazy trip.
Yeah, I've listened to all of them when you sent them over the weekend, and man, it's
It's
like it starts messing with your
Weird.
head.
That was
It's
magnificent.
and some of it's off too. The stylings, like
Yeah.
you can tell it's a robot
Yeah.
trying to come up with stoner desert rock rather than an actual writer of stoner metal.
Oh wait, that was ours.
Is that our
Where's the other
gent one? We had a
Walking down the streets of Fort Worth town, Henry the Archer.
This one was a dirty, garagey punk sounding.
This one's cool, too. you couldn't add a sense of disco punk stuff to this, and it sound exactly like
Death from Above.
yeah.
Yeah, you probably good.
Because the one that you plugged in and sent over, that was shit. The second one was all right. The first one
You
was
gotta
shit.
play around with this.
Yeah.
And you gotta get in there. And I really
How much
need-
does it cost per track to do this? To
You
make
get a
this?
certain amount a day, or you can buy
Like
a giant bunch of credits to do.
It's so weird. Man, we are not needed on this planet anymore, guys. It's over.
It's over. Let me see.
Everything I do has been replaced.
Let me get in.
We're just sperm
here.
donors at this point.
We're just procreating to create batteries.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do this. Let's start this show up. So let me pop out the chat because we got people chatting.
Who'll be chatting?
I hope you're enjoying us on your drive time going home. Hope you've had a easy day at the office.
Hope you're listening and not watching.
All right. Yeah, I'll send you these.
Because if you're watching, you're not watching the road, and you should be listening and listening only.
Oh yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that. Keep your eyes on the road. DFW's crazy.
And your hand upon the wheel.
What was it? Wakey wakey, hands off, snaky, or something like that.
Oh, mine is wakey wakey, hands off snaky, time to bakey.
Time to bakey.
Yeah.
All right, let's start this show up.
Because
Let's do it for real.
I had a problem when I was a teenager.
With baking?
Well, that too, but beating myself up to a
I will
pulp.
eat my neighbors. Get the iHeartRadio app. Now you can hear the same shitty music you hear on the radio on your phone or tablet.
We should redo this
Not
one.
done listening
Like
to the latest
modernize
Breaking
it.
Benjamin Jam?
We do,
Don't worry.
and
you
we need
can
to
take 'em
copy
into
what
work
the
with you.
because it's funny.
Are the Bobs giving you a hard time about wearing your Toby Keith shirt on Jeans Day? Tune them out with some boot in their ass.
And he's dead.
Yeah, that's. We
You
should
getting all
probably take
worked
it out
up
because of
watching
that
the new
too.
Nicki Nicki.
We'll do. We'll do
Video?
Cardi B now, or she's
Take
probably
it into
old
the
too
bathroom
now.
and finish stroking that fine
Whoa.
white cock.
Yikes! Who said that?
iHeartRadio app.
AI.
Listen to the same shitty music you listen to on the way to your shitty job any time of your shitty day.
I'm sending them over to you.
This episode of the
Jay Jones Last Kicker.
is brought to you by
Guys
Note.
and
Victor Wrench.
and Plastic Object.
The Jerry Jonestown Massacre contains graphic material,
This is all
including
AI.
offensive language, partial
With
nudity,
Jeffrey's voice.
and completely ridiculous thoughts and opinions that shouldn't be expressed or shared by anyone. Listener discretion is advised.
And now coming at you from the Temple of I, just on the outskirts of where the West begins.
It's the Jerry Jonestown Massacre!
Standing on a busy street. Not to find 'cause she's already gone and now I'm living all alone. 'Cause she's a bad, but she's so violent and I don't wanna let her go. I know she's thinking it, but I don't wanna break it. I just wanna take her home.
That was an allergy pill.
But she's so violent, oh. Girl, no, no,
The good old allergy
I
pills you
don't
take on
wanna be
camera.
your friend. I don't wanna hold your hand if you've been fooling around town. So just put the vinyl on the B-side. Take some blocks to help you pass the time. But there's no time.
It is show 573. It is Thursday, May 2nd, 2024. Happy Thursday, Matt.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've done a show on a Thursday, isn't it?
Yeah, and we've never done it during drive time, prime time.
Why don't you
Yeah.
tell the people why that happened? Because you had some magic happen for you.
Well, we had multiple magics. It's been a crazy week here.
Yeah, happy Tuesday, Dustin.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, boys.
Happy Tuesday, Henry.
It's great to be back here at the JGTM studios. And there's
Did you miss it?
Yeah, there's finally fucking real chairs in here, man.
Yeah, it's not just a bunch of boxes all.
Well, we're about to get kicked
I
out,
like
so.
the layout. I like this table.
This table's a product of COVID.
Yep.
Is it really?
This whole rearrangement's a product of COVID.
This thing's
is
held
what
up
we did.
too. This
Did
table.
you build this table?
I did.
No shit.
We-
Yeah,
Actually, I chopped the wood.
I went after my, the footsteps of, JC. Put this together.
I chopped the wood though. I went and found us. This is what they call African pumice ash wood, and it's really strong. And I went and found this in the Amazon and cut it down, and then he
Broke his
sized
back.
it out and everything. So,
Oh yeah. We broke our backs.
That's what we did during COVID. We traveled the world and picked up things and created stuff.
Yeah, we've had a crazy week. First off, we had to reschedule Tuesday because of our guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Henry the Archer.
Henry.
Do you do the formerly known at all, or do you just go straight to that? Can we tell everyone?
Can
who
we
you
name you a symbol?
Or what do we
Well,
do
no.
here? What do we do
So
here?
you guys, okay, So
Let you
Okay,
exp-
keep doing what you're doing. But
Yeah,
we'll
go
get
ahead.
into this
Yeah,
because
yeah,
this is
yeah.
something I want to get into.
Yeah,
here
we'll-
in a
we'll
we
little
go
bit.
ahead.
There's a reason.
Okay, cool.
And I
Yeah.
think it would make sense to you.
It does make sense. I mean,
Yeah. Well, it's more than what you think it is. Yeah.
I
Okay.
thought it was. We'll get into this.
Yeah,
Hold
we'll
on.
get into it.
So it's you had a video shoot on Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah.
So that popped up, and we were going to do the show yesterday, and then I got a call or an email on Monday that said, "Hey, we want you to come out and shoot this little band as they kick off their tour in Dallas.
Little tiny band.
Little
right?
tiny band, little tiny band,
tiny
little guy."
band.
Little dude named Dave Grohl fronts it. They're a
Sorry,
band called
y'all.
the Foo Fighters.
Sorry
They're a
about that.
small indie
The food
rock
fight.
band.
The food fighters.
Foo Fighters.
Oh,
F-O. Like
Foo.
1940s.
I haven't-
Fighting.
I haven't heard of them.
You haven't?
No.
The name comes from 1940s and 1950s airmen that would fly around the country making sure the United States was protected from UFOs.
That is cool. Actually.
That's what the Foo Fighters were.
That's fucking cool. actually.
Yeah. So, yeah, they did a little show last night that was pretty fucking good. I'm just gonna say that. He was really good. But they're always good. I mean, that's a rock band. That's a rock band that knows how to be pure rock and roll. And I was trying to think of the last time I saw them, and I had to look it up today, and it was 2008. And so I had a lot of stuff to catch up on, and not only did I get to shoot them, but I got to see my top 5 favorite Foo Fighters songs played. So it was a victory night.
Heck yeah, man.
It's not every night you get to see a badass band play the songs you love.
Mm-hmm. The Stars won too. Guess
Stars
what else?
won. I got updates. The
That-
Mavericks won.
Yeah, the basketball team won.
And that's what we refer to them now. And the Rangers lost.
Oh, the Rangers didn't pull it off last night.
No,
They were in good position when I was driving over here. Now I'm not sure how they're doing.
that's a weird afternoon game. Everybody's doing things in the afternoons on Thursdays, like us.
Yeah, a lot of happy
drive
hour
time.
going on, and a lot
Yeah.
of driving home from happy hour. So, like I said in the chat, don't chat in the chat room and drive, and don't text and drive, and
Don't
also
email and
don't
drive.
try to email and drive. Don't fax and drive either. Faxing
Don't
and driving
fax.
never works either.
If you
with
have a
this
fax
traffic.
machine, and if you're listening to us on vinyl right now,
don't vinyl and drive.
and don't hit too many bumps and skip the record.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yes, we're here on a Thursday.
Thursday.
Everything worked out.
Yeah. Was it that was sold out, right?
Sold out,
The
yeah.
show.
Uh-huh.
Did
And it's
who
one of these-
I didn't even who opened up the show?
Nova Twins,
Yeah.
which is a 3-piece, and I think they're British. At least it's 2 females and a male drummer, a female bass player, a female guitarist. Both females sing, and the dude sits back there and plays drums.
Yeah.
They were pretty cool, and it was very like what you were talking about, like disco pop, disco rock,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Gorgeous girls, young. And one of the funny things about, we couldn't shoot in the photo pit last night because Foo Fighters had so much gear up there for cameras and everything, and they have a giant track system up against the
You
stage.
said this was the first show of the tour?
First show of the tour. And they, so we couldn't get up close to Nova Twins and shoot them too. We had to stay back. But one of the things on my little sheet that they give us to tell us what we can and can't do was don't shoot their pedal boards.
Oh yeah.
So I shot their pedal
I joined
boards.
a pedal board
As you
group
should.
on Facebook yesterday. And basically the only thing you can't do is try to sell stuff. There's probably a bunch of our listeners and friends that probably follow the same group. But that's what I put in the group. I was like, I always check out pedal boards when I'm at shows because I'm always looking to up my game if I'm playing guitar in a band or bass or anything. Like I'm always trying to see what and the thing that's funny is the last time when Metallica came in was, I don't know if we're not supposed to talk about this, but there was someone that was looking at someone's pedal board and took his number and said, hey, I'm going to call you because that's badass. So I guess it's okay for rock stars to come into bars and little venues and check out people's pedal boards But us common folk people, we can't just go take pictures of someone's pedal boards.
I don't know what the
Like, does she think she's working on some sound that we've never heard?
Okay. I will say this because, you know, from where we were, I took a picture of the pedal boards. Because when you're looking at the pedals, first off, where you normally shoot at Starplex, they raised the stage 6 inches 2 years ago. So you're already having to stand up and shoot like this with your arms up, or bring a little stool just to get up there to shoot stuff.
Yeah, I've seen that.
But we were back on the main walkway, and you can see the back of their pedals, so you can kind of make out what some are. But the bass player out of nowhere puts this ring on her finger and starts doing this theremin distortion thing with her
I've seen
bass.
some of that.
And I was like, what the hell is that? Because it's not like those old, what they call them, with the EBOs where you hold it close. It was nothing like that. Like, she was controlling full
that's
sound
okay.
and frequencies coming from her bass.
See, if that's the reason they were doing it, because they're trying out new stuff that they don't want people to know about and doing prototype work and all that, that's fine. But if it was just because I don't want you trying to find the sound that I'm putting on my pedal boards, well, the only thing is everybody that's interested in pedal boards already knows how to make all those stupid sounds you made with your guitar.
Yeah.
Like, we already know how to do that.
Yeah.
So it's not. I don't understand the ban of taking pictures of people's pedal boards. And if that's the case, if you have an issue and you're a national, this is sounding like a rant. But if you have
you've already started on a weird rant.
This is a weird rant too. If you're that worried about someone looking at your pedal board, then I tell you what, have your guitar tech work it like Dime did off to the stage left. You know,
just right over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your guitar tech works your pedals.
Yeah. Well, and that's what the deal is with the Metallica show. I mean, when you're a big giant band like that, everything's everything's crazy controlled, and people are controlling your shit off stage. So you're playing arenas and stuff like that. But it was pretty cool. I'm gonna go in and do some deep dive on whatever this is. Or I know Thomas was in the chat room. Maybe he already knows what it is. He's looking at the thing that's on the finger.
Yeah, I've seen something on Instagram. Like
I need some stuff. I need some stuff on my fingers while I play.
Well, I mean, I can do that. I can just bring you a little jar, a mason jar full of mustard, something you can dabble your fingers into it and go to town.
I could do that.
Pimento cheese. What do you want?
Some French onion dip.
When's the next spectacle show? You got whatever you need, man. You want some guacamole?
Some guacamole will work good. Yeah, we'll do that. Also, I wanted to
some hot sauce.
Knock this off right off the bat.
Yeah.
Because you and I, a lot of people thought we died, and that's why we didn't do the show on Tuesday. I
got
a few text messages.
You talking about the chaos last weekend?
Everybody was like, I know y'all were going to Arkansas. Because you went to the south, I went to the north.
Yeah.
And we staked our armies and had them fight each other. But
that was a wild scene. It was a wild scene here, too.
I got text messages going, are you guys alive?
Yeah.
Like, why didn't you do the show on Tuesday? What's going on? A whole bunch of them. But yeah, Tornado Alley.
Yeah.
It's not fun this time of year.
No.
And planning your trip, and, you drive up there, and on the drive up there, I stopped somewhere and started seeing videos of Nebraska.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
Dude, and the thing that was weird was I hadn't even left yet. Like, you had already gotten down the road. I was trying to make my departure time because I was freaked out watching those videos like you were that had just come out. And I was like, dude, okay, so, and I started looking at all the models and looking at all the satellite stuff, and it was like, you have basically no shot of getting to Arkansas without getting pummeled at some point. But I think you did it right. You left way early, and you got when they started dying down from the night before.
I was right behind that wave.
Right, that was perfect.
And rode it, and then stopped at a few places so it would move on, get a little more ahead, and then continued, then stop.
Nice work. You get clip of the day for that one.
Yes, I tried to plan that trip just right.
You did good, man.
But yeah, and then even coming back,
chaos again.
It was like Oklahoma was Marietta, Oklahoma was destroyed, wiped off the planet.
If I was back to the national touring bands and stuff or a touring act, I think I would plan things around. But you can't though, because the South has really good weather at times too. But I wouldn't play in the South, running around in a band van during April and what would you say, through May or middle of May?
Yeah, that would be definitely through the middle of the country during that time.
Yeah.
Maybe go up, skirt it all, go down to Mexico,
Yeah.
go up to Canada,
Or we could just tour Kauai.
and just stay there. No snakes.
Go to one beach at a
Yeah.
time. That's our
There
tour.
you go. We have to
Yeah, that was-
take everything back to ukulele though.
Yeah, man, that's you don't have to get a drummer.
Thank God.
Yeah.
You know, watching a badass drummer last night for the second time in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that was funny, man.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I hope he can somehow yell at Josh. Like, hey, Josh, remember me from
A couple of weeks ago,
the old Maynard thing?
remember I used to beat your ass when you were with 9 Inch Nails? Just used to. But it was just watching him go nuts.
Yeah.
It's just like, wow, I wonder what that's like.
Yeah.
Have a non-weirdo cool drummer. What's that like, Henry?
To have a regular
Having a
drummer.
cool drummer that's not a weirdo,
I've felt blessed for all the years I've been with him.
right?
I feel like the luckiest
Like
guy
Kevin's
in the world.
the most laid-back, cool dude,
Yeah.
and a fantastic drummer.
I
Why did
know.
he want to come tonight?
I didn't. He's got a kid and a
Oh,
business.
yeah,
Yeah.
drug dealing business.
It's a
The cartel
Thursday at
work?
5:00. This is
Yeah, it's happy hour time.
Yeah,
he's working it.
He's been out of commission. So were you? So I don't know if you were going to ask a question.
Oh, we were
about
just
this.
talking about drummers, how they're always. You never know what you're gonna get.
Well, no,
They're
I
like a
know,
box of chocolates.
I didn't know if you were going to ask why the show got rescheduled, our release show.
It got rescheduled.
Yeah, so it was originally going to be April 13th. And it's actually a blessing it got rescheduled because Kevin had a concussion, so we had to reschedule it.
We're playing
Oh.
football again
No,
without a helmet.
no,
Oh.
he had an injury by accident at his house, and then he woke up the next day, and then went into his business.
Just doing work around the house.
He was in the
Just-
house doing something,
Uh,
and so he was at the work the next morning. He got injured. He went to bed soon after that, and then he woke
You're
up.
not supposed to do that.
Yeah,
No,
well, he
no.
went into work the next day, and then he went outside for a second. He didn't know where he was. He didn't know when he was. He didn't know why he was there.
That's no
And-
good.
Yeah, and then his brother took him to the ER, and then they gave him a CAT scan. He had a really bad concussion.
Oh.
He was out of commission for like 8 weeks.
damn.
So we had to reschedule
That's a
the
really
show.
bad concussion.
We couldn't practice. I mean, we're only going to get a handful of practices before this concert.
Which is next weekend, right?
Yeah, it's this coming Saturday, May 11th at Division
Yeah.
Brewing.
Yeah, right down the street from my house.
Yeah, bro. So
Yeah.
you have no reason not to be there. I see you.
Yeah, let's try to get by there.
Oh, you can get by there. You don't have to try.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
It's a
man.
matter of opening the door and walking in.
It's literally, what is it? 1.4 miles from my house.
Yeah.
That's the thing that's great about that venue. That's why every time
Electric scooter it.
Yeah. every band that comes into town, you know where you should play, man.
Division.
You guys should go over and play Division.
Yeah.
That's
And
the
Growl
that's the
Records
venue.
Division.
You got to play there.
Yeah.
In this
Yeah.
moment, I realized that I have not eaten yet today.
I haven't either.
Like literally, I woke up.
I did.
It's the power
and
of
I did not
Adderall.
eat yet today.
I had a giant plate of Bricks barbecue because we were working right down the
Oh my
street.
god, that sounds
It,
so
it was
good.
so freaking good.
That sounds really
Who? Bricks, I'm coming to you for a sponsorship because y'all are knocking out of the park with Fort Worth Barbecue, slaying everybody.
You know how we're supposed to meet for to break bread pretty soon? I sent you a text about with your work buddy.
Yeah,
That might be after. That might be where we need to go.
we can go tomorrow. We'll be right down the street
Yeah.
from it again. Like Hurtado, the Fort Worth Hurtado, it sucks. It's not going to be good. Heim, it's gotten gross. I mean, I still like Heim, but it's
The
just
political action
time and-
warrior barbecue.
and the Panther City is hit or
I
miss
remember
right now.
everybody that was a shithead during COVID. So this is going to continue, Heim barbecue people. Like this is gonna continue.
They did
Why
like
were
that.
they-
I don't fucking forget. So
They
What
did
did
like
they
our
do,
show.
bro?
They did like our show.
until I jumped his ass about being all fucking what do you call it?
COVID
Political
lover.
action
Oh.
person, all like because of COVID. I think it was
Being a
him.
politi-
It might have been Dickies.
Dickie sucks horrible, but yeah, all
Oh
the
man,
yeah,
all the
Bricks is
places you just
killing it.
named are Dickies. Man,
It's the
why do
bottom.
they even?
never
Dickies should
heard of
pack
it.
it up.
Dickie, what Bricks
Yeah, I never heard of it.
sits right behind Cicada.
Okay.
They used to be a food truck, and they moved into a place right behind Cicada. They're only open
Oh, I've
Thursday
seen
through
it.
Sunday.
I've seen the building.
Freaking
Yeah.
fantastic. Their brisket today was so juice and moist that it was just
Oh,
you
look at
barely
the
touch
juice.
it and it comes apart.
Yeah.
and it
I'm
was just so
starving.
good.
Yeah.
Doesn't help.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We'll talk about this. We'll stop talking about it.
Yeah.
It's all.
Did you wear a mask?
What, in there?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Heim. I was at Brick. But yeah, tornadoes were crazy.
On
All
the-
that footage is crazy. I can't believe one of
Yeah.
those in Nebraska was 4,000 feet wide. What do you do?
What are you talking
Have they
about?
made a category that's above F5 yet?
They're-
Like an
they're
F5 plus or something?
EF6 is what
They
they're
do
working
have
on.
EF6s
No, they're
now?
talking about putting that into play now because that one was
So
so
huge.
massive. Yeah.
I wonder what the largest one that's
Four-
ever been on this Earth planet ever.
Earth planet.
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably before our times on Earth planet.
Yeah, because all we know is the category F5. So, but you know that the elements were different back then and could have easily produced a
More oxygen.
fucking F10.
More oxygen. But yeah, the that one was 4,000 feet at times across. When you walk out of your house and you see a 4,000-foot tornado coming at you, what do you do?
Did you see that footage of the truck?
The 18-wheeler falling out of the sky
Yeah.
right in front of those chasers?
It was just like Twister.
I'm pretty sure you just shit your pants.
You'd have to, like,
Yeah.
well, you're in Nebraska. You've got a basement, right?
I get a
Nebraska
fear
has
boner just
basements?
talking about it.
Maybe.
This gives me a fear boner just talking about
They're
that.
a little north for basements. I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know.
What?
I really don't know. I don't.
What's that?
Does Nebraska do houses in
Yeah,
Nebraska
they
have
have
basements?
they have basements.
Well, they
They
got
have
storm
basements and
cells.
storm cellars there.
Storm cellars, yeah.
I'm sure they have basements. 'Cause it's
Kansas
right-
is
what is-
storm cellars like crazy.
Yeah,
Oklahoma does too.
yeah. I don't think you need one in DFW because I have a theory that our climate has moved from where it was in our childhood has moved east a little bit.
All right,
The
you wanna-
severe tornado alley is what I think.
You want to do tornado conspiracy theory that I
Yeah.
heard?
Go for
Oh,
it.
great.
Weather
There
satellites.
really is one.
There is one. All these wind farms that they're building out
They're
west
sprouting.
are pushing the wind harder and causing these stronger tornadoes to form easier.
I don't know, man. I don't think they move fast enough. I drove through the Midwest millions of times, and
I
those
don't think
things,
they do.
yeah,
I
don't
think it's a
so.
funny conspiracy.
It
but
is
yeah.
silly, yeah. It's silly.
But they say like one of the conspiracies
if
is
that's
that it also torrents the wind
So
a
could
certain way.
could you throw a
As it
paper
blows through 'em.
airplane from Amarillo to here?
Maybe, or go out to
By
Sweetwater
by that
and chunk it east.
theory, yeah,
See?
just chunk it east.
Yeah,
All of a sudden,
Chunk
it
it
ends up at like freaking Texarkana
yeah. You never know.
because the wind turbine.
Because the wind turbines.
We need to test that
The
theory.
electric turbines. We need to ask Jesse.
Is that show still on? That where they go testing like the theories of
What was that?
what was
called?
it called?
Mythbusters.
Mythbusters.
I'm sure that Mythbuster wouldn't last.
Like we just drive out there in front of one, and both you and me.
Shoo.
All right, didn't work.
You ever been to Fayetteville?
No, I have not. I've
Have
been
you
to
ever been
Hot
to Fayetteville?
Springs.
North
and-
Carolina. Yeah, I've been through.
No,
Oh,
Arkansas.
No.
I've been to Hot Springs and the other place that you know,
Yeah,
but that's about it.
University Town.
I've been to
No.
the
It's fantastic.
Texarkana
It's
on
cool
the
as shit.
Arkansas side.
They got a badass
beautiful.
venue there. That
I heard it's
bands
beautiful.
come in.
I heard Fayetteville's like nice.
They have like, from what I saw, they have 3 music venues. So you have one of 3. 2 of them are bars, and one of them's a big one.
Oh
that, like,
yeah,
And when I say big, the size reminded me of the old Gas Monkey Live, the one that was by the theater,
yeah.
like that size.
Girthy venue.
I'm the next Gas Monkey, by the way.
Okay,
Please not in here, though.
No. I had an accomplishment last night.
he's very proud. He
Yeah.
thinks he's a
You
hot
need-
rodder now.
do we have a dun, da, 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 or something we could pull up when I make this announcement?
I'm sure I could figure out
All
something
right,
on soundboard.
I'm sorry, I cut off your train of thought though.
But
Continue.
this venue was pretty cool looking. And I was looking at the lineup and like Clutch is coming through there. And
Yeah.
like they have a bunch of country bands and stuff, but it's a decent stop. But it's a college town. And I don't know, Fayetteville's great. It was
Yeah.
cool. I don't know if I
Yeah.
live there. But the University of
I've heard
Arkansas,
it's-
one of the things I want to talk about, Greek life, which I never got. I don't
You want to
understand
join a
this.
fraternity now?
I don't understand fraternities. I don't understand sororities. I know they're a cool, fun thing, but I've never seen frat houses that were like 40,000 square foot.
Oh yeah, dude.
They're out of control.
Yeah.
They're like small skyscrapers.
mansions?
Yeah.
Little
I was like, what is this?
Scott Copeland.
And they're all pretty and ornate,
Like
and
a
all this money's
compound.
going into it. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the hell? I don't get
Yeah.
it. And Delta is a real thing.
Yeah.
Thought it was just always a joke.
Have you not played a fraternity show? Like for a frat?
Did house
Up in
parties up
Denton
there,
and
but
ever?
not. I don't think so. No, I don't think they were
Yeah.
for frats or anything.
I played. We opened a show, or we played a show at the Kappa Alpha House before they got kicked off of UNT, and it was cool, man. They paid us well, and they let us drink, their booze and everything, hang out, eat. It was funny. We were doing a favor to a Canadian band that was in town doing some shows, trying to get down towards South by Southwest. This is way
That's
back in
where
the day.
I've played South by
And-
Southwest once.
And they they were on their way down, and they wanted to make some money. We were like, well, we got a guarantee on this. We can probably talk to them if you want to get some gas money or something like that. And one of the guys in this band knew the drummer of these Canadian guys that were coming down. And
Nickelback?
Yeah. And we got our paycheck and hung out, drank a few beers and stuff, but then we left. We just took off and went about our evening late in the night. But the Canadian band did not, and they were caught tying off and nodding off in like the fraternity house. So they got thrown out in the yard at like 6:30 or 5:30 in the morning.
Wow.
Sprinklers turned on them.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's not good.
And these Canadian dudes, nothing against Canadian people. I love Canadians. I love hanging with them and partying with them and stuff. These Canadians stunk.
That's a bold statement there. I like that.
They did, man. It was a stinky heroin band. The fuck out of here, man. Sorry.
All right,
But yeah, Fayetteville,
I dig it.
it's
cool.
it's like it
It's a
looks
cool town.
it probably sounds to me like it looks like any other college town, except there's a bunch of cool ass mountains and forest around it.
Yeah, it's cool. The Great Lakes. It's awesome. I'm tired of
Was
flatlands.
this a photo shoot or was it a family event
Photo
that
shoot.
you were going up there for? It
Photo
was like a senior thing,
I had
graduation,
two seniors.
right?
I had two seniors I had to shoot.
Yeah, hot.
I mean, I don't judge my clients in that way, Matt. Plus,
Oh
they're
shit! I
young.
better stop doing that because you can do it to me now too. If I talk about business,
There we go.
I gotta stop being a jerk.
Oh, so that turns to you.
Yo.
How's it going?
It's going. I'm pretty fucking hungry right now. I wasn't hungry all
Man, order
day
a
until
pizza,
like
dude.
a few minutes
Order
ago.
a pizza.
Should I order a
Smaller
pizza?
man, if
Is
you
that
want to.
okay? Can I
Yeah,
order a
I don't-
pizza?
Yeah, we can
I don't
order
give a
pizza.
shit.
Yeah, I don't care.
Can we share a pizza?
I can't eat pizza anymore, but
Why not?
I got a stupid something going on with dairy.
Okay.
Like I stripped my diet down to the carnivore diet for a couple of months a while back, and it opened my eyes to a lot of things that make my stomach go bananas. And apparently, cheese, dairy, all that stuff is one of them.
What about bananas?
It's what? But
What
I
about-
love bananas.
But
What,
they
does
don't
that
make
screw
your
you?
stomach go bananas?
No.
Okay.
Do bananas make your tummy go bad?
No, hell no.
I thought
love
I always eat bananas, and when my stomach's upset, I thought it was good.
Potassium's
Anyway.
good for you, right?
Yeah.
Not the banana. So,
Potassium is really good for you. But anyway, so yeah, but if you want to order a pizza, man, Chinese food, whatever, we don't give a fart.
yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
You're our VIP.
Okay.
But
So order us some pizza too. Not just playing. After I just said I didn't want any.
well, it's been a while since you've been in here.
Yeah, that's true.
So welcome to the temple. Your
Thank
face
you.
is on that wall a few times, I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
Your
You still
instrument
you
went
still
away.
doing the Polaroids? You still doing the Polaroids?
Yeah, I got some film in, so we'll
We
do
doing
one
one
after
tonight?
show. Yeah, we'll do one tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll
the
do it.
the instrument you played went away. somewhere. Someone stole it, we
Oh,
think.
gosh.
Yeah, we're not going
Can't
to talk
find
about
it.
that. We're not
Yeah.
going to talk about that at all.
Thank you.
Well,
Yeah,
never mind.
we're not going to talk about that. Anyway, so yeah, it's been a wild ride since the last time you were here because you spent some time out of town
Yeah.
for quite a while.
Yeah.
Then COVID hit and shut everything down and
Yeah.
bothered all of us.
Well, we got a table.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Matt, your video's gone.
Oh.
Uh-oh. I'll figure it out. Whatever. So, are you back here permanently now?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm back permanently.
This is it. This is.
I'm
this
never
is,
leaving.
This is a full
home.
go.
This is home. I'm a
This is
Texan,
home.
bro.
So, let's rewind a little bit. Let's go back into your life when you were young, a little boy,
Little boy.
a young
Let's
boy.
take a journey
Back. How many places have you lived?
A lot. Yeah, all up and down the East Coast, and
Because you were born in
Jersey.
Jersey,
Yeah.
and then pretty much if you live up there, people tend to move around and
Yeah, New York,
All over the place.
Philadelphia. I lived in Maryland for a little bit. I lived in South Carolina for a little bit. Yeah,
how'd you like South Carolina?
gorgeous.
It is, right?
It was almost too relaxed to live there.
It's
It
weird.
was just like always a party there.
Where were you at?
Hilton Head Island.
Yes.
Yeah,
That place is like Disney World.
it's amazing.
It's very weird.
And the storms, like I'm big on storms. Like I
Yeah.
love tropical storms, and they've got the best tropical storms. Yeah,
got to ride through one when I went,
Yeah.
and I was like, "This is a cool spot."
really
but it was,
is.
there is something weird about Hilton Head. Like, when you drive through there, you're like, "Okay, where's all the bad stuff happening?
right.
Like, where is the?
No, there's security.
This
That
is all
whole
too pretty, and all the trash is picked up.
everywhere.
it's all nice.
Every apartment complex, and when there's only few, and then every resort on that island is gated, and there's security everywhere.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Isn't that where
it's
Kenny
just-
Power or what's his name? Kenny Powers. What's his Danny McBride? Or is that South Carolina? Oh, he's a Myrtle Beach guy.
Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, that's
he's
right.
which is just north of Hilton Head.
We used
Oh,
to.
man.
I worked at a camera shop there. and
Ritz
then-
Camera?
Ritz Camera. How'd you know that?
That's where I worked, man.
Y'all are
Yeah,
Ritz
brother.
Bros.
When I was in
Hell
college,
yeah,
man.
bro.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
So yeah, we worked.
I'm an OG Ritz guy.
Yeah, me too. Me too. And there was some
Quantum Ray.
interesting photos that came
Oh,
through
yeah.
that for development.
Yep.
Meta printed extras. Anyway.
Everybody
so,
does.
yeah.
There's definitely some photo albums and some guys' closets that's got a lot of
For
cool
sure.
ass pictures from Ritz Camera
But we used
and
to,
some gnarly ones.
the best time of living, the best activity to do there when you're living there as a local is you'd go after work when everything's closed and all, the resorts, everything closed. You just pool hop from resort to resort.
Yeah.
And it's in the middle of the night. There's a warm breeze and
Yeah.
palm trees, and you're sitting in this fucking pool that's just magical. And then security comes, you just go to the next pool. It was magical.
It's very
Yeah.
sexy.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had that image from what is it, Wild Things, or what was the movie in the cover of the
Wild Thing.
Was it Wild Things?
Yeah.
That's what I imagined when you said that.
Never running out into the beach and the ocean on that side.
I've been in the ocean. I'm not big on creepy crawly things that I can't see in the water.
See, I'm getting that way,
Yeah.
but still, I'll go out in the middle of the night and go just swim in the ocean
Not
just
me.
for the hell of it.
Nope.
Just
You
I
won't
Yeah, that's
ever-
cool.
I'll never be
Especially
that
when the
person.
moon's up. If the moon's high above you and you can, and like I've done that in Pensacola, you could see your actual like feet and fishies and stuff.
When
Love
you can
that.
see it, it's different.
Yeah, it's
But when you can't see what's down there, no.
you don't like that.
No, sir.
I'm kind of the same way, and I am getting worse. Especially last time I went on a cruise, what freaked me out was the scale of how deep it was. That like you'd be in the main lobby and they'd show like a replica of the ship on some display, and this how deep of the water was
The
below.
ocean
I don't know
was where you
why,
were.
but that messed with my head. I was all like, ugh.
Hi, Susie.
Hi, Susie.
Hi, Susie.
Hi, Susie.
How you doing? Anyway, so you were out there, and then slowly started migrating east or west.
So I was out there, and then I ended up back in Jersey. And, Jersey's good for the food. That's about it, in my opinion. And then I started looking for work outside of Jersey, and I found a job in Fort Worth, Texas.
And that's when you came down.
Yeah.
And then really the only thing you've done is gone from here to Colorado
and back.
and back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was only in Colorado during the COVID. Yeah, because the whole music scene shut down. Yeah.
It sucks.
It really did suck. I went into a major depression, and like nobody's ever seen me in that form, and it was really hard and heavy. And I actually wrote a song about the whole thing on the new album called "People Make a Place." Yeah,
Which the new album comes out next
Tomorrow.
week. Oh, tomorrow.
tomorrow.
I thought it was the
May
Friday for
3rd.
the show. It is 3rd. Okay.
Yeah.
So tomorrow,
Yeah, tomorrow.
which most people will probably be listening to. So it was like today,
Yeah,
even though I have this uploaded and
yeah,
ready to go
yeah,
tonight. But yeah, that's looking forward to this
yeah. Me too.
because a few of these songs you've been playing live for quite a while.
Yeah, a couple of them I've been playing live, and a few of them I wrote during COVID. Yeah,
So, and how big's the album?
it's 6 tracks.
6 tracks.
Yeah.
And give us the stats on it. How long have you been working on it?
Oh, from beginning to end in the studio.
Yeah.
So that's been a whole experience because it was recorded at Valve Studios in Dallas, Texas, and I worked with co-producer KCD Oreo. He works with a lot of bands like Polyphonic Spree and a whole bunch of well-known.
Casey's
guys.
badass.
Yeah, he's pretty badass. And so when I was up there, as you know, traveling is very expensive. And so I would have to travel down anytime we needed to record anything. And also on top of that, because he is such a badass and books all these big people I'm not going to name drop, if we did have something scheduled, it'd be like, well, so-and-so's stopping in, I've got to reschedule you. And I of course, understand that, you know. And so it ended up being about 2 years going back and forth because it was every 4 months maybe or 3 months I could be able to come down and get some studio time.
Yeah.
I ended up recording the guitars for most of the album. Everything except Violent, the guitars were recorded at my place, which I call Hen Hill Farm Studios in Denver.
That's kind of awesome.
Hen Hill Farms, yeah. And I recorded all the guitars there and the ukulele there. And then, I came down and laid down all the vocals. And then we had a few remote mixing sessions, which was pretty awesome. There's Audio Movers. Have you heard of Audio Movers?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
It's like real time, which it blew my mind that there was like basically no latency. I was like, how is this a thing? I never even heard of this. Like, how is this a thing?
Welcome to the future.
Holy God.
Yeah.
And so we're
It's pretty cool.
mixing in real time. And I liked it better, actually, than being in his studio because, my ears are acclimated to my studio monitors. And so I was able to really adjust my taste into the mix while we're mixing back and forth. But the whole process was really, it was beautiful, and there were challenging parts, as any good album should be, because I have a vision and I have an idea, but then he challenged my boundaries many, many times during the process. You know me, I like saturated reverb on my voice. This album barely has saturated reverb on my voice, and he stuck to his guns on that, and I bent on that. So you get a little bit of taste of something different, He believed that it represented my voice better, and people would be able to experience it a little better. And after listening to the record a few times, I agree with that. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I like when a good producer will stand in and go, listen, I know you're used to this.
Right.
But let's break the mold a little bit. Let's do
Right.
something different,
Right.
and kind of open your eyes to something like that. And
Yeah.
I love that.
Definitely
That's just
outside
cool.
of my comfort zone for sure. Yeah.
But I think a good studio experience, recording wise, you've got to have a little bit of that.
Yeah.
You've got to have a little bit of outside your comfort zone, or
Yeah.
break the mold of what you're used to doing.
For sure.
Because I think the times I've done it, it's like the end product is more appreciated. You're like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
almost renewed the song for me in a way.
Yeah.
Because I don't hear it like that. And it was really good. And then the piano song I was telling you about, it's just me playing a Rhodes and singing. Do you hear that music?
It's the neighbors.
Yeah.
Oh shit, they're rocking out.
Yeah, they're crazy.
So
That's metal over there.
yeah,
Yeah.
he was So that piano song, I wrote it up in. It was more of a therapeutic writing session. Never intended to perform it or record it really. And he had a Rhodes in his studio, a vintage one, and it looked real tasty to touch. So while he was setting up some microphones, I go over there and I start playing on the piano, and I start playing the People Make a Place on the piano. And he's like, "What's that?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's just something I wrote during COVID." He's like, "You're going to record that, right?" I was like, "I had not planned on recording it, and because it was only going to be a 5-track." And so he's like, "No, we're recording that." And I'm like, "Well, I guess we're recording that then." So I think we did it in one take. Yeah.
Everything?
No,
just the keys?
Just, well, the keys and the vocals.
All in one take?
Yeah. So we recorded the
That's
keys,
awesome.
and then I recorded the vocals. Yeah. It's very real. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And even the other songs, I mean, we did it in like 1 or 2 takes, maybe even one take. You know, it was, if we had to do another take, it was mostly because we needed to readjust the microphone or something like that. Yeah.
Well, everything I've heard so far has been really big.
Thank you.
And
Yeah.
really defined,
So
which is a good thing.
So his studio, keep in mind, you know me, you've known me for years. My memory's not always great. So the people that design the sound for Valve Studios are the same people who design the sound for Capitol Studios, Capitol Records Studios. So the sound in that room is like not manipulated. It's not in post. That's the real sound of that room. And Casey's really passionate about that. And so it was captured on the record. Yeah.
When you previewed a couple of weeks ago tracks for me, or with me, you know, we were listening. The definition in the songs, the way the instruments were sitting, it was almost like it was spatial audio. And I was going to ask you if you had thought about mixing it for spatial audio.
Are you talking about like that Apple?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do Violent for the, what's it called? It's not spatial. It's Apple.
There's a pro name for it, but then the name that they give it for Apple Music for just music listeners is called Spatial. But it's a Apple High.
I'll tell you what it is.
Lossless.
I think it starts with an A. It's hold on. What the heck is it called? What the hell was it called?
Yeah, I can't think of what it's called either.
Man, I keep getting hit up for like absolutely everything. Oh, I know. I can just go into my chat with him and just scroll up while we're talking, and I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Because the guy that mastered the album was Alan Duches up in West Side Music in New York City.
Yeah.
And he's also pretty well known for mixing some major
Dolby
artists.
Atmos.
Atmos.
Yeah.
Atmos.
It's Dolby Atmos.
Yeah, so we're going to do an Atmos mix for Violent.
That'll be cool.
Yeah.
Because it already sounds like it's pulled apart.
Sure.
Like that.
Sure.
Very well defined. So even pulling apart and putting instruments in their spot, depth-wise, will be even cooler.
Yeah.
I've been on a massive kick lately because, like Apple just said, "Blah, here's all this stuff we've been working on or having remixed or remastered or whatever," and there is a ton now. Used to there was like a good library, but now like Pearl Jam released every record. Here you go, boom. A bunch of the stuff I've sent over to y'all, like Faith No More, boom, here you go, and Mastodon, and then even like I got on a Billy Joel kick the other day.
Oh, why not?
And all that was released on Spatial.
Depends on the
listening.
Billy Joel, though. Which Billy Joel you're listening to, I guess.
Yeah. My Life was the one I got stuck in my head.
There you go.
But yeah, like there's just a whole bunch of stuff that they're just like, here you go. And then every Friday they're just dumping more and more out. And I mean, it's taken off because now you're having more devices that are able to define it too.
Yeah.
And besides just having to have headphones to do it.
It's weird because it'll play tracks every once in a while. I don't pay for the service anymore, but it'll still play it every once in a while.
Yeah.
and just to say, hey, you can still do this, I guess, is their way of doing that. And it still throws me off, man. I'll be mowing the yard and I'm like,
what is behind me?
going on?
What is that?
Like, what was that?
Yeah.
So
I've done it driving around,
Oh, yeah,
listening
too.
to it, and
Yeah,
you're just
yeah.
like, whoa, what was that? Some stuff
It'll
will
scare-
spook you here and there.
catch you off guard.
But yeah, sound bars are going to start coming with it
That's going to be cool.
already. The encoder in it, so you can buy. And LG TVs are standard.
It's
They'll have-
already standard.
The new versions that are coming out. Atmos will be standard built in. The chip will be in it.
See, the last smart TV I got from LG was a piece of crap, and I'd always gotten LGs and had good luck. So I bow to no socks and no damn on that one.
So you're not going back to LG for
I don't
any
think
reason.
so, man.
I wish my favorite has always been Samsung. Samsung makes badass.
They've been
TVs.
pretty badass the whole time. Every once in a while
And I
they'll have some
wish-
duds. Like their curved screens I wasn't a big fan of, but now that I'm into playing race car stories,
Yeah.
and if we end up getting Tim's set up
Rig.
for our studio,
Yeah.
like we probably want a curved screen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't wait.
We're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, we do need to talk
We need
about
to
that.
But yeah, it's everything I've heard sounds freaking amazing. It's really, really good. I'm excited tomorrow. Well, I'm excited about. I always jump the gun. So at 11 o'clock tonight, because that's when Apple releases everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go check
Because
it
it's
out.
12 a.m. on the East Coast.
Yeah.
And that's when they dump. So at 11 o'clock, I'll hop on there and check it out.
I appreciate that.
I do
I'll,
too.
I'll let you get your 0.0003 cents to every stream.
You know what?
I'll give you that.
Quick topic change, real quick. Just
Sure.
Something that really bothers me as an artist is the fact that all new cars do not have CD players.
It's getting weird, right?
It's getting weird, and let me tell you why. When you pop in a CD, it's got beef to it.
Yeah.
When you compress audio digitally and Bluetooth it or even plug it into your car, it sounds weak and like shit.
And that's Bluetooth is getting better with the different generations that come along with what they can push through there. But you're right. It's the same argument that was vinyl to CD. It's a CD doesn't have as much a CD crunches it all to fit the data on the disc.
Right.
Whereas vinyl, it's wide open.
It's wide open.
Way it should be.
It's also what is it? 32. It's a different mix altogether. Yeah.
But then you get when you start going digital and crushing things down, and even the Atmos or the spatial is awesome.
Yeah.
But there is still times where I'm like, I need more. I need this beefed up more
Sure.
because it still hits a threshold in the compression wise.
Right.
But yeah, this no CDs is really depressing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
totally.
what are you putting this out on?
What do you mean?
This album, what do you're
Pressing vinyl. So we're going to take all the pre-orders at the show next week. I already have CDs printed, and it's out there digitally.
have you
order.
done any cassettes or anything?
I have not done cassettes. No, I think that'd be cute though. I just haven't done
A
it.
small little run.
Maybe a small little run. Yeah. Maybe some 8 tracks.
Came across a whole bunch over the weekend up at some antique store. I was cruising through them going, man, what kind of 8 tracks they got in here? And they had some good stuff, and they only wanted 25 cents for them.
Really?
And I was like, but what am I going to do with this Kenny Rogers 8 track that I have here? I
Yeah.
got to figure something out to do with it. Yeah,
Kenny Rogers.
Kenny Rogers.
You know I love Kenny Rogers.
Kenny Rogers is greatness.
He is greatness.
All right, so now let's move on to this name change.
Yeah, it's not a change. So it's actually pretty fucking easy if you know my backstory. So, I grew up in Jersey, right?
Uh-huh.
And I was in a band. My birth last name is Hennessy.
Yes.
I was in the band called Streamline Skies. It's silly, don't look it up. It was a screamo band, but it had a really badass drummer, and he was a smart ass. And everybody in town growing up would call me the Henny because of my last name, Hennessy. They would call me the Henny. Well, Brian, my drummer, would just manipulate that into Henry. Hey, Henry. And he'd call me Henry all the time. So in Jersey, where I came from, everybody called me Henry, period. And so when I was in college, I wrote a book called Henry the Archer. And there's that whole saga, right? And when I left college, I decided to make that my artist name, Henry the Archer. So it wasn't until I moved to Texas that people started calling me by my birth name. And the reason is because everybody I knew here knew me from work. That's why I moved down here. So they would see my work ID, which was my birth name, because that's legally what they put on there.
Yeah.
And that's what everybody would call me down here. So eventually, because of Henry the Archer and the expanse of Henry the Archer, there was an obscene amount of people already calling me Henry. And I'm like, well, thank God. That feels more normal than people calling me what my mother used to call me when I was a kid, you know. And so I was like, well, I'm just going back to what I was originally called.
And it makes sense because even like, I don't know, known you for what, 9 years now? I think is the first time you ever came on the show was like a year into us doing the podcast.
Yeah.
Maybe 10 years because we're almost hitting 11 years now.
Yeah.
But ever since then, anytime we were out and about or running around or like down in Austin or whatever,
Yeah.
everybody automatically thought your name was Henry.
Right.
Because of the band.
Right. So also my last name's changed. I'm changing it legally. So Hennessy is derived from the name Oangusa. It means descendant of Angus. But it got angelicized when the Irish came to America into Hennessy. And
Really?
That's why I go by Henry O.
I didn't know that was the whole
Yeah.
background of
Yeah.
how Hennessy changed.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Descendant of Angus. Just O apostrophe Angusa. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Have you ever
Henry O.
gone over there and followed your family
You're talking
lineage?
when it comes to passports, you're looking at the biggest failure there is on the fucking earth.
It's not that hard to get one.
I've been to Europe. I haven't had the pleasure of being to the motherland yet.
Yeah.
But I intend on it. Yeah.
We did that, like, hell, it's been like 6 or 7 years ago. My mom wanted to do that trip.
Yeah.
And I was completely blown away by it. And we did half of it because I guess that side of the family, there's a lot in Ireland and in Scotland.
Yeah.
And we didn't make our way up to Scotland. But that whole trip through Ireland is pretty freaking rad.
That's what I hear.
mean, I'm dying to go back.
Yeah, that's
Dying
what
to go back.
That'd be a cool bro trip too, man. Going over there, especially what I want to do, hit a few games, like hit some in the Irish League, like hit.
What was weird was I don't understand the Irish League because when I was there, everything was rugby.
Yeah,
There was very little focused on football, soccer, but yeah, it was all rugby is all they were worried about, and it's big because everybody travels from town to town. But
yeah,
oh,
fun times in Ireland.
yeah,
I want to go to I want to do the two places that I would go to if I had the money to right now would be I would take a picture or a trip of the United Kingdom and then hit Italy. Those are my top two spots I need to go to, man.
I'd like to run around the entire UK, which
That'd be cool too.
Scotland and
Hit them all, the kingdoms.
Wales.
Yeah,
If I could only leave the country and go one place, period,
yeah.
it'd be Japan.
Ooh, yeah, Japan'd be a cool trip.
That's right.
That'd be a really cool trip.
That's about the only place in Asia I really want to go.
Mm.
Maybe
Well,
Thailand.
I'd also want to
I'd
go
go
to
to
India.
Singapore.
I'd also want to go to
I
India.
know. I've had too many friends
I'll-
go there.
you know why
and
I would go
too
to
many people
Singapore?
go
Yeah, I got a friend that lives
for
there,
the GP.
so I would go visit
Yeah,
them.
that's it. I'd stay at that hotel,
Yeah,
and that's it.
I'd go to Singapore for the GP.
Because
and
they're
lick
real
the building.
strict over there. I'll do something
You'll get
stupid.
caned.
I'd get caned. I'd be this. Look at that fat walrus getting caned. Dustin, get me out of here!
Can I pay money for this?
Get me out of
And,
here! Don't look at the walrus.
we'll just. I'll videotape it. You go over there and break the law and let them cane you.
No, man. The one thing is I'm not drinking right now, so that would help me out. But They're not.
How
like,
are you going to go to Ireland?
They're
and not
pretty
drink?
hardcore on the dank too over there, man.
How are you going to go to Ireland and not drink and not have dank?
Well, we'll have to talk to some of our motherland people.
I'm just wondering. Like,
That'll have to be something that Jeremy and I will probably work out. We'll figure something out.
that's okay. I figured out I just found out
Well, how far
not
is
gonna talk about
Amsterdam from all that?
from Ireland.
Yeah.
Ways.
So it wouldn't be
A
it wouldn't be
2-hour flight,
convenient.
an hour and a half flight.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be convenient to fly in there and then drive in, like fly into Amsterdam and then drive into smuggle it here as we're telling our plans.
No.
And then smuggle it into Ireland.
No.
Not a good idea for us.
I got a cousin over there. He can probably hook us up.
Yeah, I got some relatives too. So that's
We
what I
can-
was
we can
thinking.
hook it
We'd figure it out. Bands figure it out. We figure it out.
And Jeremy needs some time seeing our cousin. He hasn't seen him in
I
forever.
think what is he doing? Like he is dodging us right now.
Who?
Is he on assignment?
Jeremy?
Yeah.
No, he hadn't dodged us.
He's got his notifications turned off on our thread, and that's a no-no with us. You know that.
He's been responding
Did-
to all sorts of stuff.
What the
You're
fuck?
not
I
getting
feel
it.
like
you
you're
keep
yelling, Matt. I feel like you're yelling.
Matt, you keep blacklisting
Jesus.
people for some reason. I don't understand it. At
Maybe
all.
I'm paranoid.
I don't
Let's
get
see
what
here.
you're doing with your phone. 'cause
You guys brought up the intensity a lot.
Dude, let's
We
see
did.
here,
You guys
man.
brought up the intensity a lot.
Let's
Hold
come
on,
back
hold
down.
on.
Yeah, let's come back down a little bit.
Let's calm it all back.
Yeah,
down.
Jeremy
set- Whew.
Jeremy Perez. Oh, never mind. It was him sharing his location with me. I thought it was telling me that he's busy.
No.
Okay. Sorry, Jeremy. Sorry.
Yeah. he responded about the New York trip and everything. So
Then did I see his response on the New York trip?
I don't know.
Is it the
You miss half the stuff that goes on
I
anyway.
know.
You pay more attention to your phone and not life.
Or
Wait,
I'm paying attention to
That's
life,
way-
not the
we're-
phone. Wait,
You need to pay more attention to your phone,
not life.
not life.
Dude, you need to put that in the bucket of our T-shirts
Pay attention.
ideas.
Pay more attention to your phone than life.
We'll put that in with the leave the hero and get with the zero.
Yeah.
And,
There you go.
and then another on the same edition of these shirts that we're never going to put out. You need to stop living life and start looking at your phone more. What? Say it again. You said it better than me.
Stop looking at your. Stop paying it. Wait. I forgot.
Stop looking at life.
Yeah. Stop looking at life and pay more attention to your phone. There you go. All right. Henry, since you're here,
Yes, sir.
I wanted to do something with you.
Uh-oh.
I wanted to do this little thing with you
I'm
that
ready.
I found this week. I thought you'd be the perfect person to do this with, and Matt too.
Okay.
So we're walking through a forest, and a portal opens.
I
up.
knew you were gonna do that, bro.
That's
I
not
knew-
really
I
what
knew
we
you
did.
were gonna go there.
That's not
I
really
don't know,
what
but I was literally.
I don't.
thinking you were
I don't
gonna
get
go
the
there.
joke. I still haven't listened to this cat, so
You
I don't
should.
get the joke.
The TCU,
I'll check it out,
He's
though.
awesome. We got to get him on here, but he's funny as hell.
Yeah.
you know, the TCU interview I did, I really enjoyed that, and
Yeah.
it came out pretty good.
Yeah,
did
that was
he
good.
did that on the TCU show?
No,
No,
it was
no.
local.
This is a different
yeah,
one?
It was a different
Local Obscene.
Okay.
Shout out to Houston, Local Obscene.
Yeah.
It was fun.
He's a great
Yeah.
dude. He's
'Cause-
a great dude.
We listened to that episode driving up to Arkansas, and I was just like, "What? Whoa, where are we going with this?"
Let me
Like,
tell you,
out of nowhere.
I felt under the gun. I did not expect it, and I'm like, holy fuck! Like, okay, well, here we go.
You talk about cranking up the intensity
The
out of nowhere.
pressure, bro. I was like, and then
It's
he
go
put a
time.
fucking timer on me and shit. I'm like,
What?
what the fuck?
What was the timer for?
Because he gave me a scenario, and I had to respond to the
Was this
scenario
a
in under a minute.
promotional interview or a show? Like you were doing it for your
It was a
band?
His podcast,
podcast.
the Local Obscene.
Okay,
It was a podcast I was on, and I was going on to promote my record.
and he did this to you.
And he did this to me, and it was quite a wild experience.
What was the timer again?
Well, so he gives me a scenario. He sets me up in a scenario. Like, okay, this is what's going to happen. You're in this situation. What would you do, basically?
And if I remember
Go.
right,
You have 60 seconds.
The situation was you've gone back 20 years.
I walked through a purple portal opened in front of
Yeah.
me, and I get sucked into it, and
Uh-huh.
now I'm in the 70s, and I'm
Okay.
having a conversation with a guy who's asking me what it's like in current times.
and you have 1
I
minute
have
to.
1 minute to respond to that.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
And so I had to sum up present time in like 1 minute, and I'm like, all right, my brain's like, all right. All right
Yeah.
yeah.
You're already
Yeah.
checked out.
Yeah,
You're-
I was like,
I need a
all
drink.
It's like
yeah.
pop quiz.
I don't drink either.
Oh yeah! Congratulations, man.
Thank you. It's
Yeah,
been
you look
many
good
years.
too, by the way.
Thank
man.
you. You
Yeah.
too, man.
Got your locks, your luxurious locks, dude.
Oh,
Fucking,
thank
you
you,
always
bro.
have the best hairstyles, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Fucking every time I see you, I'm like, "Oh, I just want some hair. Just give me some of your scrotum hair.
Just you can glue it on.
I could
They
glue
make-
it
they
on,
make
Richard.
They make
I
these
mean, I'm
things
sorry,
for them.
Henry. I could glue it on, Henry.
All right, so here's what I want to do.
That's
with
my
you.
number one.
I
by the
really
way.
want
It's
to
the
do
first time I
something.
did
It's
it.
okay.
I really want to do this with you because this came out, and I thought this would be very interesting to bounce around.
Yeah.
This is a list of 33 things. Okay, magic number 33, right? No, 35 things. And this was published in a 1933 issue of Harper's Magazine. Okay, it's a checklist on what a young man should know.
Okay.
And I thought it'd be fun to run through here and see how many of these we actually know.
Okay.
Like how many we all check off. So, number one, that's just the way it's up. He should know how to swim at least a mile,
Yeah.
dive credibly, and not feel panicky underwater.
Yeah.
Check.
mark.
I don't know if I could swim a full mile right now,
I totally could swim.
but
I could swim.
I
a mile
have
yeah.
before.
if needed.
Yeah.
Okay. No, nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, if
I think
it's
Matt-
an emergency situation, I
Yeah,
think you can
I
swim.
think
a
You're
mile.
not
swim a
talking
mile.
about huh?
I think if it was an emergency, you would be able
For
to do
sure,
it. Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
So you could.
Yeah, but still, it's not like that. You know what mainly kills people when that shit happens,
A heart attack.
or a cramp.
Yeah.
They cramp
cramp
up.
takes them.
So it's not. It's your body physically. If it doesn't do it on a regular basis, you're gonna have issues no matter what.
Yeah.
But it also,
If you're
I
not
mean,
training, and doing that at least 3 times a week,
Yeah.
then you're gonna have problems
Right.
but you can also
out in the ocean and
you
lake.
could float for a little bit. You'll probably lose some ground.
What was
but
the
you
other
can
ones though? There was some other ones that I was like, hang on,
dive credibility, be able to
Dive.
and not feel panicky underwater.
Yeah.
no, I don't know how to scuba dive
Dive, like you can go underwater
and
Not-
not freak out.
and not freak out. You
Gotcha.
can swim underwater and dive.
All right, so I'd say yeah, we're good on that one.
Okay, here's
In a
the
panic
number 2.
with adrenaline and cocaine.
He should be able to drive an automobile well.
Yes,
He should not be altogether helpless when a car breaks down. He must know how to change a tire, offer some sort of diagnosis when the engine sputters and dies.
Yeah, I can do all that.
Well, it's funny you should mention this.
Yeah, this guy. Go ahead.
Yeah, I could do
He was
most
all
of that.
excited today.
I could probably do most of that.
He got his old Impala running.
Yeah, I got an Impala running last night that I've been trying to get running since I've moved into the house. And you know how it is when you got something like with an engine, it's hard when you're just kind of working on it and then you're all of a sudden you got to do life for a few weeks hardcore and then you get back to it. It's just a long process.
Yeah.
Well, last night I finally got it fired up, and now we backed it out of the garage. And that's the first time in my life that I've brought a car back that's been completely dead and did all the troubleshooting and figured out how to get it fucking
The regular
undead.
gas monkey Matt himself.
I'm telling you, dude, I'm about to put some applications in for a crew chief at like NASCAR or something,
There you
man.
go.
And I'd
Good.
apply F1 technology to it.
Hey, this pizza's about 3 minutes down the road, bro.
Yeah.
All right. Number 3. He ought to know how to clean, load, and shoot a revolver or rifle.
Sure.
Yes.
Check, check, check. As for self-defense, this is 4. A man should certainly be able to take care of himself in a scrap. He need not learn jujitsu. Old-fashioned boxing will be enough.
Yeah.
I agree.
So you just get up there.
Yes.
Put up your dudes. Put up your dudes.
I'm
put up your
comfortable
dudes.
defending
1933. So you got to say that
Yeah,
too.
so you,
Yeah.
as a
What do we do?
man,
What
I
do we
think
do?
I think you're not a real man yet until you've gotten punched in the
Yeah.
face very hard.
I've
And
got hit.
you know what I mean?
I got hit in the face with a 40 bottle.
Yeah. See what I'm
Knocked
saying?
Fucking. This is
I
why.
think-
That's why this
yeah.
tooth is black. It got knocked
Right.
out. Yeah.
Right.
Getting into a fist fight
Right. It's-
humbles a person
it's-
and puts you
right.
in your place.
It does, and it
does something
also,
to you
especially
mentally.
in this gun culture right now, where everybody's like guns after any fight or any altercation. It's like let's kill each other. Now, but it's you can tell it's taking its toll on males. Like back in the day, you could, when we were in high school, you could have a fight and then almost be buddies by the time you were in D Hall together,
Yeah.
or serving your suspension. You'd be buddies
Yeah.
because you
you'd
worked
be
it
good
out.
friends. Yeah.
Yeah. I've
And
had that
now it's
experience,
like
too.
everybody's like, oh,
It's a carried grudge.
You kicked my ego in the nuts, so I'm gonna shoot you. And it's
Yeah.
like, fuck, dude.
So, side story: Sunday coming home, drove by the gas station right down the street from Susie's house, and there's police are everywhere. There's a guy laying on the ground, bleeding,
Yeah.
has vomit all over him. Cops are over there, kind of. helping him, whatever. Apparently, it was a fist fight altercation.
Mhm.
They got into an argument, turned into a fist fight. One of the guys left, went home, got a gun, came back, shot the guy right there. Shot
That's
him twice.
exactly why, and I recommend everybody that's listening to us in the chat room, or listening to us live. If you're at a place, a venue, or whatever, a bar, if you're at a bar and a fight breaks out, my policy is get the fuck out of there. Pay your
It
tab,
is
get the
now.
fuck out, because that person that is going to go home all the time and go get his gun because
Yeah.
he got his ass beat in front of his girl or whatever,
Right.
and he's going to come back shoot.
What's weird is 10 years ago, when we were running around bars over here
Mhm.
on Roof Snow, if a fight broke out, we'd be the ones to grab onto people and hold them down.
Yeah,
But not anymore.
you can't.
Done.
You'll end up dead.
Yeah.
There's
Done.
no way you can try to intervene.
No. It's just like, okay, I'm out. See ya.
Yeah. Anyway,
Number 5, he ought to know the rudiments of camping: how to build a fire, how to chop wood, how to take a cinder out of his eye, how to deal
Wow.
with a severe severed artery,
Whoa.
how to doctor himself for ordinary ailments.
We all know that.
So camping, we're all good.
Yeah.
He should also be able to take care of other people in emergencies, apply first aid, set a broken bone, revive a drunk
Brain
or a
surgery.
victim of gas.
Yeah.
Gas.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is 1933, so you know. Administer the right antidote for a case of poisoning.
Have you poisoned me?
Um,
I have poisoned you.
is it here yet?
It's pulling in. It's in front of your house. Yeah.
It is.
Oh, you pulled the
can
trigger
maybe
and bought
have-
some?
I can see if
Yeah.
they'll bring it back.
What kind of pizza did you
Well, I was
get?
gonna use the restroom real quick anyway. I can
okay.
just grab it at the same time.
We can pause this real fast
If you want
and
to.
come back to this.
That'd be
real
cool.
quick. Okay, let's
Take
do
like
this.
a 5-minute.
Let's take a 5-minute and we'll be right
Yeah,
back.
'cause
We'll
I like
finish
this.
list out.
I
It's
like
kind of
this.
fun.
Yeah.
It is fun. Yeah.
It's neat to see what's going on in 1933 and how
Yeah.
it relates today. All right,
Maybe
so we'll be
you
right
can
back.
like insert a song right here.
Oh, we could.
That song that you and the Robots wrote.
Oh yeah, I could.
Dude, I love that song.
That's your
when
song
I
now.
started hearing the when I walked in here and heard that, I was like, my heart, like I almost fucking cried, bro.
So I was working on one on a different program.
Yeah,
And the program crashed, and it was
Yeah.
really cool because you could manipulate certain things a little more.
sure.
And then this one came up, and I used it, and I was like,
It was-
okay,
dude,
because
it-
I was afraid it was going to crash again if I started working. on
It touched me spiritually. It really fucking did.
again. But it's all online.
Yeah.
All right, here's the song. Here we go.
That's another thing that was strange about the way I was listening to the tracks.
Was that it was in there?
I was in that, so I could hear all the audio, and I was like, this is the weird. It sounds like either robots or angels.
Our singing. All right, y'all go do that. Let me put this in chat room. Hold on, we'll be right back. We'll be right back. I swear to God.
Oh, they're playing live.
Yeah, they practice. Yeah, we know all their tracks by heart. And they're practicing on a Thursday, so they must have a show this weekend. Usually when they practice on a Thursday. I think I played. Did I play this one first?
In the city of Fort Worth,
Yeah, we're going to put that one in. And it's not this one, right?
in the city of Fort
Yeah, it's this one. Nope, not that one. This one. All right, so let me put this here. Da-da-da-da. Well, Checo's eating someone. Checo is killing someone. Who'd you get from? Yeah, there's a new place around the corner that I kind of dig.
in the city of Fort Worth, where the wild winds blow.
Yeah, that one's cool. Are they? Is he? All right, I'm ready for whatever you'll come back. Yeah. Oh, I'm still alive. What time is it? Yeah, we can probably knock this out in about 30 minutes. Huh? That's the Submarine 3 song. They went into Cumbersome. It's not really cumbersome, but it sounds just like it. It's the speed metal version of Cumbersome. I wonder what song this is. They've got to have it on the web. What's their name? I wonder if this is their new video, because it's the newest one out of all of them, right? Yeah, what's the name of... Ooh. Breaking a tornado on the ground in Texas. Holy fuck. No, we got big storms tonight. There are 3 tornado warnings. This thing is giant.
This is Monday Dev.
Hold on, let's kill these ads.
Product development life cycle.
Anson, Texas.
Incredible tornado.
Anson?
That's unbelievable.
Let's see. And they got good footage of it.
This thing has been on the ground now for over 2 minutes. On radar, it's like occluded on radar, but it's definitely still on the ground here. Wow, that is a large tornado.
Stationary.
That is
Did you say it's awesome?
Moving.
And you said it was
That is
awesome?
a large tornado that is literally not moving right now.
Oh.
Wow.
This is north of Abilene. Due north of Abilene. There's a gigantic ass tornado on the ground.
In like 10 minutes. That's not far from him. It's for me, that'd be too close for comfort.
Yeah, if a tornado is standing still,
If you're just tuning in, this is a large tornado that's west of
it's
Anson by
coming
9
towards
miles.
you.
This is again live.
or away from you. You hold your old thumb out there like that? Did you start Fallout
Connor's
yet?
Probably gonna have to move.
Did you start Fallout on Prime?
That dust is kind of hitting it now.
You hold your thumb out there, and if the mushroom cloud fits
run.
within your thumb, you're okay.
Time to run.
Yeah, Connor's got to go. That wind's picking up quick. That is a large tornado. Like, holy cow. I mean, he doesn't have to go far for this, but...
Yeah, it's getting
not like
bigger.
he's in
It's
a
coming
spot where this
straight
tornado's
at
going
this
that
dude.
fast. It's pretty slow, but that's a huge tornado.
It's visual, but I'm gonna have to. Comes at me.
While Connor quickly
God, look at that
repositions, again,
wall
this
cloud.
tornado's definitely on the ground still. Or actually, we'll just stay here because he's still looking at it.
Holy
show you
shit,
where
that
this
thing's
actually
huge.
is on map, but
Dude, it's coming right at you. There's particles coming right
that's
at you.
unbelievable. I mean, this tornado's barely moved. It's still large. Connor still hasn't moved. The tornado is literally stationary. It's unbelievable.
It's
moving
not
away from him,
stationary.
right? I mean, it's kind of like moving a little bit away from him. It's not moving though. It's a very slow tornado.
Huh?
That is unbelievable. I mean, this is
Yeah, we can turn them off.
easily Connor's.
Cross the road, we're good.
You know, this is Connor's, I think,
Cross the
best
road, we're
intercept
good.
here.
Roping out. Roping out.
So, yeah, it looks like that tornado's starting to weaken at the base.
There it goes.
Look
Thing's
at that
huge.
motion. Holy cow.
It's big. Sorry.
Roping out. Oh! Are you kidding me?
Look at that rope.
Still
This
going.
is unbelievable. I mean, again, we've never had a view like this on a tornado.
Look at it!
Connor just got out of his car. The tornado's occluding on radar. That thing's roping out. It's still on the ground, though. Again, this is 9 miles west of Anson, Texas.
Right there!
It's still going.
Look at it!
This is unbelievable. I mean, it's...
Dude, I don't know what's going on. This is the coolest thing. Y'all, this tornado's wild.
YouTube, you can check him out. This is, again, unbelievable.
Oh, quick! Still going. Still going.
It's not done. I mean, it's still going. It was roping out, and it's still going.
Crossing the road. About to cross the road again.
Still on the ground, 9 miles west of Anson, Texas. It has barely moved. It's going backwards. This is a drunk tornado again. This is another drunk NATO. It is going back to where it just was. It's going to be very interesting. I don't know if Connor's going to...
Okay. I've had enough of that. Iron Jaw is the band next door. Yeah, we're on a bathroom break. Nikki's Italian. Oh, you from the bistro? Yeah, they're good. Is it Marco's Pizza? No, not Marco's. There's another one. Yeah, it's not them. I forgot. We need to get going, or shit's gonna start running into each other. We're not gonna have a break between the two, which I need.
Oh, you got another person?
No, we got the guys are coming over to write some music stuff.
What time they go?
This is normal practice between 7:30 and 8. They're both after 8 now.
But still, yeah, let's get. Because don't you gotta get out of here?
No.
He just didn't want to drive home super late. What is the name of that joint that I dig?
He's the one that suggested coming in early, and I'm like, all right. Probably because you have practice.
Well, we were going to go to Dallas. And then Mod Pizza. Mod's the cool one. I like that joint.
Mod? Yeah.
Mod Pizza is cool.
Oh, yeah, Mod Pizza's good.
It's expensive, though.
But I'll pay the money to put it in my body. Wait, what?
What did you just say? I'm sorry.
I'll pay good money to put it in my body. Yeah, that one's out too. It's been sitting out here for a little bit.
Did you redo the finish or something? Because I need to get the one at my that my sister.
No, that's just it.
I need to get it redone. Like it looks like it needs to be redone.
All right, y'all ready to do this?
Yeah.
Let's do this. I'm gonna punch this in right now. We're coming back from the break. Here we go. Those are all right, and that was AI singing its homage to
That was
Henry
an
the Archer.
epic tune. You got a good one, Henry.
It made you
like
it
they
made it
really
good.
cared for you.
They loved you.
Like
Really
the
appreciate
mine
Loved
didn't-
you.
Mine
Loved
wasn't
Fort Worth.
Mine wasn't like that. Mine was kind of like a.
You know
that
why?
was it.
Yeah.
Because anytime I talk about AI or robots, I give them love.
You give them praise.
I don't want them to kill me.
You
Yeah.
gotta be
You gotta-
straightforward
yeah,
with them
it's
and
a-
everything.
It's a new political game you got to play. You gotta
Yeah,
you gotta
you totally do.
schmooze our way to the top with these droids.
All right,
and
so back
AI.
to our list that we're doing. This is this 1933 checklist for what a young man should know. A checklist for being a proper man. This was published in a 1933 issue of Harper's
And so
magazine.
far, we're pretty straight
good.
on with the 30s, which is good.
We're pretty good.
Those were badasses.
When we get down here to the racist stuff, that might be a little weird.
There's racist stuff in there?
No. It's the 30s, you never know. Number 7. He should be able to feed himself, to cook, not only because someday he may need to, but because cooking is one of the fine arts, a source of infinite pleasure. He should be able to scramble eggs, brew coffee, broil a steak, dress a salad, carve a chicken, and produce, on occasion, one first-class dish such as onion soup.
Yeah,
All that.
in on all that.
Y'all good?
Yeah, we're good.
I'm not the
Still
best.
30s, man.
I'm not the best cook. I could use some more skill points in that area.
I'm a badass at steaks, but once I start dabbling in the like
steaks and
making,
barbecue, I can roll with.
Yeah.
I
Well, see, I haven't mastered ribs yet, but
I cooked at a few restaurants.
oh yeah, you
Right,
got it
yeah.
down.
Yeah, well,
That's so sexy, dude.
thank you, bro.
Like
That's
if I
hot.
was on the single, like
Realm?
I would try to find someone like Lip on Bear. Even though his name's not Lip on that. Yeah.
That's one of my top 2 shows, bro.
Oh yeah, I would
The Bear's
totally.
great.
I would totally date someone that was trying to be a
shit.
a highly
Everybody
rated chef.
says I look like that guy, the lead actor.
You do kind of.
I could see it. If he had
He's
shaggy
freaking
hair like
jacked
his.
right now, though.
Yeah.
He's always been kind of jacked too. Like even in Shameless, he started getting jacked.
Number 8. He should know how to use paintbrushes, a saw, a hammer, and other common tools.
Yeah.
Check.
Yeah.
9. He should also have a beautiful and distinguished handwriting. But the bulk of his writing, particularly, this is where we all fail.
Uh-oh.
But the bulk of his writing, particularly if he is a professional man who has much to do, should be done on a typewriter, and he should be capable of turning out 3,000 words an hour.
Good gosh.
No.
3,000 words an hour on a computer is
I
easy.
did I timed my typing and like 30 words a minute.
It's times 60.
So 6
0,
times
1800.
1,800 words an hour.
Yeah.
So I'm about half where I should be.
I type pretty okay. I'm not a pecker, a hunter and a pecker. I'm an actual typer.
Yeah.
And wait, there was one that gave me problems. Say it again real quick, just briefly.
The handwriting, and then yeah.
I bet you
My
there's some.
handwriting's okay.
You know what though? Honestly, I bet you there's some youngsters right now that don't even know how to handwrite.
Dude,
period.
there's
They
a
just-
lot of
they're-
youngsters I've gotten stuff from, and it looks like a serial killer wrote the letter.
Well, that's me too.
Whatever.
I have very bad handwriting.
Well, no one learns cursive anymore either, so there's
Yeah.
no like
Did
I
you
don't
guys ever
write
do
in cursive,
calligraphy?
but I did a little bit of that.
Yeah, that was
I,
always fun, but it was hard too, man.
I don't write in any of them, but I think it helps form when I do standard writing to make it look prettier.
Which one of those volumes is my headphone?
Let's see. I might not be controlling yours, sir, but
Yeah, you got his down
let's see. Let's try this one. Hello?
Do, re, mi,
You need
fa,
more or less?
Less.
Sol, la, ti, do.
Yeah, that's me. That's me.
I'm gonna tell me when to stop.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Right there is probably good. Somewhere in there.
Number
Yeah, sorry,
10.
man.
It's the last one?
It's this one right here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Number
sorry about
10.
that.
He should play one outdoor game well and have a workable smattering of several more. An American who cannot throw or catch a ball seems pathetic and grotesque.
Sure.
Yeah.
I can play catch. I can throw a football. It's cool. The bicycle has gone, yet every young man should know how to ride one.
Agreed.
Absolutely.
I agree too.
And know how to take him off some sweet jumps.
Total sweet jumps. He should also know how to skate, sail a boat, and handle a canoe passably.
Yeah.
Now, a sailboat, I don't know all the stuff on a sailboat.
I
like
taught
the big
sailing
ones.
once. Yeah.
This
I did.
had to be interesting.
No, it was awesome.
Was
I
it?
loved it. Yeah, yeah.
So you know
I
all
know how
the
to tic
rigs
tac
and all that?
Yeah, I know how to tic tac.
I don't even know what that
Tic-tac,
is.
and I know how to, like, I know a bunch of sailing stuff. And it was cool because this camp that I worked at had these big, huge ass styrofoam boats, sailboats, and that's what we taught the kids in. It's fucking awesome, man.
Huh.
Yeah,
I'd like to know more about sailing.
it's fun too. It's also I taught windsurfing. That's a lot of fun too.
Are you comfortable?
Windsurfing is the same concept. You got a tic tac, and you got a it's cool.
Are
It's
you
fun stuff.
comfortable with
Sex? Yes, I am.
loading and unloading a boat from a trailer?
Oh, like backing it down the ramp, that
Let me
gets
think.
tricky.
Yeah.
I've done that.
I've done it a few
I've done
times.
it, but it's not pretty.
Yeah.
It's not pretty. You know who's a badass at that stuff?
Who?
My wife.
Really?
My wife, yeah, Mandy. She can freaking back shit up. I'm
I
like,
believe it.
what's that supposed to mean, man?
That she seems like she's very, very nautical
You know,
worthy.
Brittany's actually the one who taught me how to do that. She
really?
taught me.
To back that?
She taught
That's
me.
what's weird is like
That was so funny.
my grandmother and my mom taught me how to do it. So it's like
To back that up?
they know how to back a truck
Yeah.
up, or a trailer up, and
Yeah.
yeah.
I've never
'Cause,
seen
well,
your mom
you know,
back that up.
The thing is, a lot of times, the guys were in the boat
Yeah.
Yeah.
back in the day.
Yeah.
So like my grandmother,
I've done
she
that.
backed the truck and trailer up because my grandfather was in the boat to undock it. And
Yeah,
get
I've
it out of
done
the
that.
way.
Yeah.
So they knew how to whip it around and back it up and slam it down in there.
I've done that part of the launch where I'm in the boat, but the backing up, usually I'll let the buddy that wants a challenge do that because I'm like, fuck. we'll be here like 15 minutes, especially if it's a crowded boat ramp like Lake Arlington or something like that.
Have you seen those badasses that do it all themselves?
What do you? Yeah, oh, yeah,
They
oh
back-
yeah.
they back down
those
and drop
country
the
dudes,
boat
those
and-
country dudes, and those fisher guys, those guys that just go and find
They
places.
sling
to,
the boat
yeah,
out
man,
without
they're
a
awesome.
motor because they know how to sling it.
Yeah.
And it will drop it to the perfect spot, be sitting there on the dock.
Yeah.
Go park the truck, come back, and you can take off.
I don't think it's weird, Susie. Brittany does most things better than I do, anyway.
Yeah, I don't think it's weird.
I don't
just
think it's weird
explained
either.
why. That's why they did it, was because they were mainly driving the vehicles. Because the men were in the boat.
Yeah.
Got to take the boat out. You know, I can't let you unhook this boat and drive it out of here. You can drive
Man.
it back. I'd be more worried about the truck going into the lake than I would
Yeah.
the stupid
Yeah.
boat. Number 13, fishing is a specialty like chess. Know how to fish and know how to play chess. So
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
to both.
Yeah.
Walking is noble but neglected sport. Americans hike once in a long while but seldom walk.
I don't do this enough.
I don't do that enough either.
I want to do it more, but I do it
Yeah.
and want to do it more.
He should know a great deal about animals and how to take care of them.
Yeah.
He should know how to ride a horse.
I've ridden many horses, actually. I've fallen off horses, too.
I have
Same
too.
camp.
I nearly died.
Same camp. I was in a rodeo and freaking jacked my knee up, man. Have a big ass scar on my knee from doing clover leaf barrels.
I used to have 2 horses and used to go to play day, and we'd do that.
The barrel races.
Barrel races and couldn't
Yeah.
rope for shit.
Have you seen those badass people that do it now? Like
Mhm.
it's like a pro thing.
Yeah.
Dude, it's insane.
He should learn how to stay on a saddle with pleasure to himself
Wait.
and a minimum
I do
of
that.
annoyance to
Yeah,
his mount.
I still do that sometimes when I take a shower and I'm in a rush. I
I
gotta
don't
rub
even
one.
know what that means.
I guess if you're riding a horse, you should be able to
Pleasure yourself.
sit in the saddle without rubbing yourself raw or hurting
yeah.
yourself.
Oh, so you're okay when you come home to her loins, right?
And you shouldn't be hurting the horse
Gotcha.
either, because you don't just sit on a saddle. You kind of pull yourself up off of it and
Sure.
hold yourself with your legs and everything.
Sure.
That's what the stirrups are for. But he should learn how to dance.
Oh, I love to dance.
Yeah.
He should know how to play. What's your favorite dance?
I just like dancing and everything, bro. I love slow dancing, but I also love just getting down
Yeah.
with the beat. You
You
know?
got your 2-step going. You got your
I
2-step
try.
game hard.
I don't get out enough to get the 2-step going.
What's your favorite couple dance?
The forbidden dance, the lambada.
The lambada.
Wasn't that the movie?
I like the waltz. I like the
But yeah,
waltz.
the salsa's. I think
There's-
the salsa's the fun. I think that's the most fun.
There's a lot
with
of
with
grand
partner.
ones, like your waltz. The grand ones, I wish
Yeah.
I knew.
Yeah.
Like, because
My grandparents did that.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
my
3.
grandparents did square dancing. That
Yeah, they
was
did that
a lot
too.
of fun because we would go with them, me and my sister,
Yeah.
and they would have like what kids could do. You know, every once in a while, they'd show you how to do things. You
Never
could do it. I was
done
like,
it.
this is fun.
Never
Yeah.
done square dancing. You know why? Because I was a skater, and they didn't let me do it in East Texas.
Interesting. He should know to play at least one card game.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's a good deal. He must have
I would
knowledge.
even say several card games, not just one. You need to know a few.
Yeah, different types of poker.
Yeah.
Um,
Learn craps.
definitely.
That's a must.
Cribbage is my new one.
Cribbage is fun.
Yeah, I got down that rabbit hole. He must have knowledge of how to tip naturally, justly, without fear and without reproach.
I'm a good tipper.
I overtip for good service.
Yeah, me
I
too.
do
I'm a big
too.
overtipper. On the matter of alcohol, he should learn his capacity and stick within his limits. He should know something about the different kinds of drink and which drinks produce chaos within him when mixed.
Yeah, I got all that covered.
Yeah, figured that out in my 20s.
At 15.
Where sex is concerned,
Yes.
nature clearly intended us to make many mistakes in her hope that some of them would be productive. I don't know if that's something you should know, but
I don't know, man.
okay.
That seemed out of context a little bit.
That is a little out of. That was 22. That one's weird. 23. He should know the rudiments of gambling, but gambling might be placed on the same plane as drink. The less one has, for it, the better.
Yeah.
Speaking of gambling, passing all those Indian casinos going up through Oklahoma and
You
everything.
got the itch? Ready to go to Vegas?
No, I want to go up to WinStar one like Friday, Saturday night and go up there and just.
That's when it's the most crowded, though, ain't it?
Oh,
My God, that sounded country.
Ain't it?
Ain't it?
Let's go up there and ain't it. Well, it's crowded, ain't
We're
it?
going to go up to Oklahoma, ain't it?
Well, that
just-
WinStar
be
is
crowded,
the
ain't it?
biggest casino.
Yeah.
Or go up one Saturday morning and just hang out and for a couple hours to come back because it's not. It's an hour drive. Hour and a half.
Yeah, I've done that a few times. Like I've
I've
left.
done it late at night.
Yeah,
for
that's the
poker tournaments.
right. I've done that too, and
You
I'm all-
can
that's,
be
that's
rolling
always
in
fun.
Be rolling in at 3 a.m. and get up to go to work at 5.
Well, you got to.
But you gotta
make sure.
You got a pocket full of
That's
cash.
what I'm
too.
saying.
You got a good
Why don't
fat wad.
You should do it during the week and take the day off after that
it?
night. Yeah,
We could do it.
yeah, totally.
There's some real amazing bands coming to Lucas Oil Live up there. Their new arena or whatever amphitheater they built at WinStar.
Right?
Yeah, that's like Motley Crue.
Man, I'd go up there, drive up there to see Motley Crue. Don't be so snotty.
I've heard him live.
Don't be so snotty, sir.
24, higher than almost any
Oh, is that
other.
it? That's the only one you're going to tell me?
I'd have to look. There is some good stuff coming though. Seinfeld's going up there, so I go see Seinfeld.
Yeah, I'm in on that.
24, higher than almost any other accomplishment on the list is knowing music.
Yes.
Maybe. There is no reason why any young man who is not absolutely tone deaf should not learn how to play one musical instrument well enough for it to be a self-resource and a tolerable pleasure to others.
Yes. I would say yes.
Yeah, easy. 25, a civilized man should know how to read.
Absolutely.
The ability to read, or rather the habit of reading, is a very rare, even among intelligent people, and has to be taught and kept up if it is not to become rusty. Like me reading this. 26. He should have knowledge of at least one foreign language, French or German, preferably both.
Well,
German
that's weird.
children learn an amazingly good brand of English without ever crossing their borders. Why can't we? For one thing, we don't really want to, yet we should. An American who knows only English is blind in one eye.
Yeah.
This is my bad
Okay,
part.
so this is the thing on that one. Yes to the language, but for men from this area, Spanish is the way you need to go. And I feel like I'm to the point now that I could survive if I could get by pretty quickly and get adapted pretty quickly in Mexico with the Spanish that I've learned. Just being from Texas, you know?
The stuff you say on the show regularly?
No, well, no, I don't go into.
I think
don't-
that'll get you beat up.
No, I wouldn't go down there and be like, "Cállate la boca." I wouldn't do that, sir.
I wouldn't do that either.
No, but like from what what I was doing before I'm doing real estate, that's who I communicated with the most. A lot of days, and you start picking it. And being from Texas, our whole life,
Yeah.
like you start picking it up.
Do you have anything? Do you know any other language?
I know a little German. I know a little Russian. I know a little Spanish.
I know a little Spanish and German. Enough to get me in trouble.
Yeah.
Or to have people look at me weird.
Is she okay? Cállate la boca. Except say vaca. That really throws him off.
He should know to travel well, efficiently, without fuss or complaint.
Yes.
Yeah.
But wait a
You
second.
know how many
I like to
girl,
complain,
you know how
but-
many female friends of mine that have ended relationships because they found out their partner was a miserable traveler? That's a big thing on the female side when they're looking for their mates. Is they do not want some fucking crabby old bitchin' ass backseat driving and fucking griper in the car. They hate road rage, and it's so funny because it's your ego fucks with you when you're driving. So you have all these guys that are doing completely opposite of what women want to see because they think it's macho and that's what women want to see. It's so stupid.
Do you lose your shit in the car?
I used to. Now I get cut
I
off
did
all
too.
the time, and it doesn't even bother me.
That's the thing too, is I learned to stop being a dick in the car, and that's why I'm a good traveler now.
I don't get super upset like I used to about it, like road rage, but I do like, you know, I'll just be like, what is this asshole doing?
Yeah, in my head. I'm
What
like,
the hell's this
what,
idiot
what
doing?
is he doing? But
What
then
the
I'm
hell's
like,
your problem?
I'm like,
Yeah.
whatever.
You know, I'm not going nuts on him, but I'm just like, what are you doing?
Right.
What are you thinking? What,
Yeah.
You know.
It's funny because the male ego will say, I'm doing this for the protection of the woman. But in actuality, you're making her scared and unsafe, and that's pushing her away.
Right.
It's so
See, I'm the opposite when I have someone in the car
cavemanish.
with me. I am more of a proactive, protective driver to where I just let whatever happen. I just don't care, whatever. Unless you're an idiot.
Sounds like you're a psychopath more than
Then I bash your head in with a hammer. Let's see here. A young man, 28. A young man should be able to express himself clearly before a crowd of strangers without shyness, muddle, or pathetic resort. So much as to been said and well said, or I did not expect to be called on.
Yeah.
So I think we're all good there. We get in
Yeah.
front of people and do stuff.
Right.
Things. 29. The British adult can get to his feet, propose a toast, introduce a stranger, voice a civic protest, heckle a windbag politician, and give utterance to an unembarrassed thought. Can the American?
Yeah, I would say all of us do that.
Yep.
A man should command the elementary tool
I
of
command you.
written language and be able to put simple things on paper in clear words.
For sure.
That's back to the writing.
You got to be able to make a business plan.
Well, the next one is he should have a good workable understanding of the structure of business, investments, and banks.
Agreed.
Yeah. That's fun.
Let every educated man, as a necessary part of his education, be thrown into the muddy stream of American industry and see what it's like to swim alone
That would be
on daily wages.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a yeah. I've done that, and yes.
And that's the problem, I think, with like,
I think that makes a
especially
man.
my company, is that
or strong.
They get all
person, I
these.
should say.
They go out and they recruit these college graduates and put them on a fast track program.
Yeah.
Who have no idea what the hell's going on.
It's
And
frustrating.
they're just given a huge salary.
Right.
And drive the stock down.
That's what happened when I had that position as an account executive for Syntex Home Equity. That's what happened. Is some jackass would know someone who knows someone and get into Ohio State and come out of Ohio State immediately thrown into like a director of the whole branch, and all hell would break loose. It happened. That happened at least 3 companies that I worked at. And it's so frustrating when that shit happens. But
yeah, you get some.
it's the way it is, man.
22-year-old out of college or 23-year-old out of
Gonna
college
change the world.
Never had
done any phone or
a
telecommunications
structure or people underneath them, so
Right.
they don't know how to manage people underneath them.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, they're in charge of 150 techs, and they're like,
Yeah.
okay, what do we do?
Yeah.
And they just
Same exact
freak out.
concept, yeah.
Let's see. He should, before reaching 22, have done something because he wanted to, whether other people
wanted to.
wanted him to do or not.
You wanted to.
I don't even know what that like.
I've never. I think
I
we're.
did a
I think
lot
we're
of
all
things
clear in
before
that.
22 that-
I think
Yeah.
we do that on a regular basis. We kind of do what we need to do. What's up, man?
He
Looking-
should not. Huh?
Huh?
Oh,
what?
I thought you were looking on.
I was
like
looking
you
at my
saw-
phone. It's over there.
Oh, my bad.
I got a
I just don't want any creeping little MIGs coming down or
Oh.
anything.
34. He
We're
should
getting
not
into that
acqui-
season.
He should not acquire property unless he needs it. Insensitiveness to his personal property, unless of course it is extraordinarily beautiful, as a desirable skill for any man to have. It must be learned and worked at. So just don't buy a house willy-nilly or buy property willy-nilly. I don't understand that one, so whatever. Don't acquire property unless you need it.
Well, if you need
They're
it to
investments,
yeah,
so-
investment wise, so
Oh,
maybe
I don't
is
like
it? It could
34.
be talking about all physical property, like Choctaw. Could be talking about
Or
that,
it could be, talking about materialistic things. Don't
Right.
just buy materialistic.
and that would make more sense. Yeah, don't buy
That would
things
make-
that you don't necessarily need to have. But man, I sure want an M3.
35.
And Energy Forerunner. Go ahead.
This is the last one.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the top one. Unusual though this young man may be, he should not seem so. It's not a parent's basic ambition for his child that he be very different from other people, yet manage to seem almost exactly like them.
Man, you're gonna have to repeat that
Yeah,
one. I
please
zoned out
repeat
in the
that.
middle
I'm
of it.
like, me too.
I
All
feel
right.
like you just put a spell on me on that last one. Go ahead.
This is 1933 speech.
And I'm really gonna focus here.
Unusual though this young man may be, he should not seem so. Is not a parent's basic ambition for his child that he be very different from other people, yet manage to seem almost exactly like them.
Okay,
so a sociopath.
Yeah, well, yeah, kind of
Okay.
like a
Well, that's
politician.
for breeding.
Yeah.
but
We're
a
breeding sociopaths.
basically be a politician.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're breeding sociopaths.
and that's why we have the psychopaths that have been in our in presidency and in Washington for the last 20 years.
At least.
Son of a bitch. That's a cool list, man. Where'd you get that? You should get some more like it.
I think it showed up on Reddit, and people were like, "Look at this list of 1930. Do you agree with all of it?" And I started going through it. I was like, "This would be a fun read."
Yeah,
for
next
us.
week let's do the women.
But we're not women.
So let's do it.
Is it?
Let's just
so
read
like
the
what we
questions.
look for in women.
Let's
I don't
just-
know if there's a
you know what?
1933.
We'll do what needs to be done. We'll answer for them.
Susie, you can knock him the fuck out. Next
Yeah,
time
y'all
you
are-
see him, please.
I kid females. I kid.
What a young woman should know.
What did you call the people that work with? We were trying to figure out on I think it was a game chat a while back. You want to tell everybody about that?
Are you talking about something
The
about Mary?
dishwashers.
That was epic night.
Yeah, we had fun that night. We need to get back on it, man.
We
Fuck,
do.
dude.
That
It's-
was the night.
if F1 takes it over every time for me, man. I'll start getting where I'm a decent player in Call of Duty, and then bam, I'll start playing F1. Now when we start playing again, I'll suck again.
What's funny? Yeah, that was a good time because the dishwashers broke down at the Yellow Rose, and Jeremy was distracted because he's trying to do business as we're playing Call of Duty, and I was like, "Don't you have a room full of dishwashers?"
Wasn't Dante's friend in there too? She was in there, I think, when you said that, or someone. There was a.
She laughed. Everybody thought it was funny.
It was funny. It was a great joke.
It's a great
Perfect
joke.
timing,
Come
too.
on, it was perfect.
Yeah, yeah. We tripped out the whole sesh.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah.
All right, so we got to talk about one other thing that happened this week that blew my mind. Well, there's two things that blew my mind.
Okay.
While we were gone,
Yeah.
Joe Biden
No, man, dude. He's.
on Howard Stern.
Yeah, I heard some of it.
How the hell does this happen?
I don't.
Like,
I
man.
don't listen to either of those.
I don't know.
I don't
mean, I
get
have
it.
I have my theories, but it like if
Well,
I say
Howard's-
what my theory is, then
Howard's a total kiss ass now. He's not what he used to be.
right.
And he's totally kissing up to.
And this, so
Any
it
and
was a
everybody,
double
so it's
layup,
weird,
triple
yeah.
layup for everybody involved. It was a triple layup.
It's not.
And
I
they
would
just-
like to hear the interview, but I don't think I could sit through it all.
I
Like
can't
actually
sit
was
through
like,
him like 15 seconds, man.
that's why I don't have a Sirius XM subscription anymore. is
Oh, I'm not
because-
talking about. Oh, I was talking
Oh,
about
Joe.
Biden.
Oh.
I can't like seriously. I can't. Once he's,
Stern, I can't.
I get
don't
my
get it.
my brain goes for about. Same with Trump. They'll fucking start talking, and they'll go about 8 seconds into it, and I'm just like,
Yeah, all of
like I
all
just
these-
don't hear anything. It's like refrigerator buzz.
You're right. So then we get up to Arkansas, and all of a sudden I get this text message that's like, "Well, everybody at the Freak has been fired. All our
Yeah.
friends in the
Yeah.
radio industry."
Right. You sent me that right before I saw it everywhere because
Yeah.
it was a big deal, and I hate it.
Like
I
that was
fucking
out of
hate it.
nowhere, and we were listening to them leaving that morning.
Yeah.
Driving
I
up.
was too.
And
I was
nothing
too.
was said, nothing.
Yeah.
And then I guess midway through the day, they called them into a meeting. We're like, we're changing the format to the radio station. Everybody here's fired.
I
We're
hate
going
that
back
shit,
to
man.
the Eagle.
I see. Okay, I love that they're going to go back to rock and roll, but I hate that what has happened to people that are legends of our DFW broadcasting community just get kicked square in the nuts like that. Like, I know civility has gone out the window in a lot of situations these days, but we need to start bringing it back. That's not how you treat people that have been pretty pivotal to the community and done a lot of cool shit. They could have done something.
This is the iHeart way of doing things.
You're not
trying to push anything on iHeartRadio, are you?
No, it has been too. Like, this is nothing new. I'm just saying, man, we got to stop treating people like this and in business, in everyday business, because this is not how you treat humans. And that was I thought it was fucking disrespectful. I'm ashamed that, I don't know. It just made me ashamed. It was like, dude, how these guys have, especially Reiner, man. Like, what the hell? That dude, you want to kick him in the nuts in front of his whole community? That just doesn't fucking. That's not right, man.
Like,
they should have known better than that. That was fucking.
They didn't even
stupid.
His show didn't even get to come on and say goodbye.
I know. Like, dude, and I guarantee you, if they would have sat them all in there and said, "Hey, Mike, man, would you like to say goodbye?" or something like that, they would have all done it. Like, and their audience, their personal audience that they've developed in this radio market, deserve to hear from the people that just got shit canned. And now, and they're gonna fall on their. They'll land on their feet. They're awesome people. They're talented as fuck. They'll land on their feet. But that's just, man. That was not just a kick to the nuts to the talent and some of the history of radio in DFW. That was also a kick to the nuts of the fans of those people that listen and those people that are living in this community. So, and that's what 106 or not 106. That's what iHeartRadio is notorious for doing.
Yeah,
Fuck
which
them.
Clear Channel, iHeart are all part of one big conglomerate now. They're doing, like, from my understanding, what I've heard through the woodwork, yes, the Eagle is back, and I want to play something here in a minute. But what I've been told is they want this to be a test for a full AI station,
and that
no on-air stuff.
So now we're just going to kill.
Music.
Yeah, that it's the radio's dead.
Radio is dead.
It's dead.
In fact, there was an article I meant to bring up a few weeks ago. I'd have to go dig it out, but more people, the podcast audience versus broadcast radio, how much it's shot through the roof, and the difference is.
Man, our numbers are going up.
Yeah, they've been.
I told you my little gauges that I detect things that I don't reveal to the public.
Yeah, don't reveal.
We do not tell these things.
Do not talk about that.
Dude, like, since radio's turned to shit, our numbers have skyrocketed
through the roof, and they have gone through the roof. It's pretty. I don't know. It's radio is dead, and you can buy frequencies like crazy now because they're going up for auction everywhere.
Yeah.
But there's no reason to buy them because the advertising's not there, that people aren't listening to them. And just like the CD issue in cars, a lot of people just don't even care about the radio in cars. They just want to be able to Bluetooth
stream
their device in there or stream other outlets. Like, can I get YouTube in there? Can I get... what's the...
I want an influencer set up.
I want to be able to stream anything but radio in my car.
It's
going
what
away.
do you think's going to happen? Do you think they're going to go back with their tail in between their legs to the ticket, or what do you think's going to happen to those cats? You think Reiner's just going to retire?
He's done.
You think he's not going to do anything?
You could tell in the last
few
months he was tired of shit as it is. If you listen to them regularly on the air, he was slipping like crazy. Really bad.
Really?
Really bad.
He's just getting done with it.
And he's getting done with it. All the other people, they probably won't. I don't know if they'll stay. If they want to do radio, it may not be in this market. But you also have some of their brethren that have proven they can leave the number one station in this market,
go start a podcast,
and do a podcast and make fucking
That's
money.
What I would. That's what I think Reiner should do. I think he would have a very successful weekly.
He did for a little bit, didn't he?
He did a weekly podcast?
I don't know if it may have been every other week, but he had one going for a little bit.
But him talking old school local music and stuff,
and old school
Dallas,
stuff,
man, I would listen to that podcast every day.
So the what I want to play here is okay. So the Eagle comes back, and everybody's all excited, and they do this stunt like all radio stations do, where Monday morning we're changing our format. You know, we're coming back as the Eagle and Screaming Eagle and all this, and it'll be at 10 a.m. So I was like, all right. I was working in my truck at the time. I was like, at 9:58, I turned it over there and I was like, let's see what they're gonna do. And they opened with this. And did you hear it? Have you heard any of it? What they opened with? Let me play this here. There's a weird spot in it that kind of threw me off.
No, I haven't
I wanna
listened
see
to
if you
the
pick it up.
frequency yet.
All right, here we go. They did a countdown. Sorry, it sounds lo-fi.
It's all right.
The sound has been thunderous and undeniable. There's been something missing. A vacuum.
It's just
of
a radio
certain
station. Why are you doing all
sonic
this?
pounding to the chest. To love this music, you must still have that screaming teenager.
So anyway, they go in with all this big talk, but then we gotta introduce everybody that's gonna be part of this station.
Yeah.
So hold on, listen to this, because this threw me off.
Invited some friends.
Here, let me back it up here. Here we go.
Oh, we also invited some friends to drop by the iHeart Studios here in the DFW and rock y'all's asses off.
Hey everybody, my name's David Eric Grohl. I play guitar and sing in a band called the Foo Fighters.
What's up, everybody? This is Sully from Godsmack.
This is Angus Young.
This is Brian Johnson from AC/DC.
It's Mike Dern, Trey Cool, and Billy Joe from Green Day. This is Dexter. Hey, this is Noodles from The Offspring.
Hey, it's Matt Stubbs. Yo, this is Axl Rose of Guns N' Roses. Hello, it's Anthony.
I didn't know you were back there at the station.
Yeah, man.
Is there something you need
Going
to tell
back.
us?
Going back. Matt Stubbs. That's very similar to Metal Bats. Matt Stubbs.
That's Metal Bats. So
hey, it's Matt Stubbs.
They did this big 3-minute intro of what the station's going to be, and then they start with the very first song played is Master of Puppets.
Rightly so.
And I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah. If Nickelback was number 2,
Back in Black was number 2, AC/DC. You can see where this is going already. Right back.
Give me number 3.
Number 3, Foo Fighters, the best.
See, we need Z-Rock back. Why couldn't it have been the Z-Rock coming back, man?
I have the first 2 hours, and they didn't hit anything post 2010
At
in
all?
the first 3 hours of the station.
So it's a classic rock metal station then.
And it's all the same shit they used to do. Your first song in the first hour was Master of Puppets. Your first song in the second hour was Enter Sandman.
Yeah, well, Chris might hit us up pretty soon and say, "Hey, man, if he becomes the program director there, we might be getting hit up. Hey, y'all want to come do an extreme metal show?"
I posted this on Facebook.
Midnight.
In.
I was like, "Yeah, I'll do it."
Or new music, modern music. I'm
Yeah.
in. I posted that on Facebook. I was like, what they should have done, they were gone for 16 months. Okay. And this is like the second or third time they've gone and come back.
Yes, we've seen this.
We've seen this. The genius thing would have been like, oh, and while we are away, here's this. And you start playing new stuff. And then you start gradually mixing in the older
And
stuff.
turning it into
but
Z-Rock.
then, kick it off with brand new local stuff.
Yeah, the thing is, that's another. It's, man, that's a whole nother show, dude. The way that radio has used the local scene too, and all that,
But,
and how they've.
national local stuff. Here's
no,
Fugitive.
I know.
Bam.
Yeah. They
This
have the
Fugitive was
tools to
really
do
stuff.
it. They have the tools to make something really cool like that, but I wouldn't see them doing something like that because of the way that they've always treated local music.
As a
kind of
2-hour
a
show
redheaded-
on a Sunday night when no one's
yeah,
listening.
exactly, a redheaded stepchild.
Yeah.
So
It's I don't know. I've listened to it enough. I'm not going back.
Yeah.
There's no reason for me to listen. I don't know what the deal is with the Mavericks, with their contract with the Mavericks that the Freak had, because last night driving home from the Foo Fighters show,
sorry, man.
I wanted to see, because the Mavericks was a late start.
Yeah.
I wanted to see how the game was.
Yeah.
And switched over there, and no
Garbage.
Mavericks. So I have no idea who picked up the contract, and it's kind of a shitty time to ditch them in the middle of the playoffs.
Oh, they did rip it?
Yeah, the only music
I know you
was
were
playing.
asking about that. They actually didn't even
There's only music playing.
And did anyone pick up the Mavericks game
I have
locally?
no idea. I have no idea. I tried
somebody
to kind of think of
because I was
and scan
listening to
around
the
and
Stars
stuff,
while I was working on the car.
Yeah, which is easy because that's on the ticket.
Yeah,
but yeah, I don't know. Gone.
That'd be wild.
Mavericks are in the middle of whatever.
Man.
So
well,
yeah, local
getting
radio
back
sucks.
to it, I feel really bad for Mike Reiner and those guys, though, man. That they were stoked, and like I remember when they started out, how all the support that they got and how good it sounded. I thought it was really good. So I'm just, I know that it sucks, you know.
You still, I mean, the big ones for I guess locals to push on is KXT,
sure,
and
Yeah.
TCU.
UNT now is playing
KNON.
UNT. You could push your stuff to UNT.
Yeah.
103.7.
Oh yeah, I forget about them.
Yeah.
Come out. Have you pushed your stuff over there?
Not yet. Waiting for the release.
Yeah, I forget about them over there. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't. My time. I may be one of these people that get a new vehicle and just. I don't need AM/FM.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I forgot. I wanted to put this in the show notes, but I drove in a Tesla for the first time with my neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's pretty neat. I'm not gonna lie. It's like I don't know how anyone's getting pulled over by the cops right now, because if you're fucked up, you can just put it in drive home mode or whatever, and it just kind of, you got to have your eyes on the dash, and that's about, or eyes up, and it'll drive you home pretty perfectly.
There's an
Like,
adult.
how do they give DWIs to these guys?
There's
a bunch
uh,
of pissed cops out there going, "Damn it!"
An adult film floating around out there.
Of
little
there's
amateur
that going
film
on too.
Of just the car's doing its own thing, driving down the
Yeah.
highway, and they're doing their own thing, and I'm like,
Yeah.
that scares the crap out of me.
It was funny because that's kind of how he was
That's
driving.
evil.
He was doing a bunch of stuff while the car was taking over, and he was kind of like messing with his apps and stuff and trying to look for something. And I was like, oh, man, this.
You can do
I
that
don't
on.
know, I don't know if I'm ready for that.
You can do that on like 820 around here though, because the lanes are always changing and they're painting them different
Yeah.
every night.
Be like a game.
Yeah. You'd be like one of those people that took them right into the wall.
Yeah, I've almost ended up in the wall there.
Not a Tesla fan yet.
I'm not either, but it was cool. It was an experience, and I can see the draw to it. If you're a heavy drinker, or you want to just get lit while you're out on the town, it would be safer if you were in a Tesla, I think, than a normal a man carring drive, as the show seemed kind of been themed, the man show.
A man should know how to drive a car, not let the car drive itself.
there
There's
you
number
go.
37.
There you go.
Yeah.
You could end the show on that, actually, if you want to. That's awesome. Perfect.
We
That
need
was
to
the
bring
stamp.
We need to bring back your
mushroom stamp,
your Stubbs quote of the week, like you
Yeah.
used to do with Jerry Springer.
Yeah.
All right. So release show.
Yes.
Is next Saturday.
It's next Saturday.
Something. Johnny Gavea told me that the Weekly fucked it up and put the wrong date or something like that.
Yeah, they put one of the wrong song names in the article. They put the wrong. They put that the album was done in 2020 in the article. They put that the release date was the wrong date. There was wrong song name.
It's a typical Weekly article.
I'm not going to go there.
Because, well, I mean,
hey, trust me, we've heard.
It's
from
right
other people
online on the online version.
oh
it's
yeah,
all correct.
because that's where everybody goes to read it.
Right. Yeah,
I
I don't even care, honestly. I'm grateful that
just
they were
silly.
able to cover me.
All the stuff they did on Uncle Toasty was completely wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the time.
It is what it is.
There's been quite a few other band articles where we're pretty close to the bands, and they're like, "This is all fucked up. What does this even mean?"
No, we've been to some
Why
of the
do we do
same
this?
shows and been like, "What the hell? Like, were
That
they
too.
there?"
That too, but
I do that
it's funny.
to the Dallas Observer all the time. There'll be write-ups that I do for the.
Yeah, you hearing us,
Blitz.
Andrew? I
Yeah.
saw Andrew Sherman last night. Who
Oh.
does Dallas Famous? He wants
Well,
to come do our show.
Well, I've looked at some of the stuff that they wrote and been like, "What the fuck? Did you go to the same rock show as me?" Like,
Tool?
we're that's a prime example.
I'm interested to see what they wrote about Foo Fighters last night.
Didn't you
'cause
say
Andrew
that
shot
I
it,
was
but
the
someone
only
else
negative
wrote it.
write-up on that? Or not negative, but not
The one that's
not
truthful
gaga
about it.
about it?
Well, everybody else is like their first time to ever see Tool, and they were just like, "Oh my god, this is the greatest."
That's probably
thing ever."
exactly what it was.
All right, so yeah, the show. Your show's on the 11th at
Division Brewing,
Division Brewing,
Arlington, Texas.
Y'all playing outside or inside?
I want to. He asked us to play outside. I said I want
Good.
to play inside.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I fucking love that. I love that.
Just
the record
the
store
vibe, the energy, everything vibrating.
Yeah, it's cool.
I've been wanting to play there with Spectacle.
Yeah.
Just because it's gonna be so goddamn loud in that little bitty space.
I love that space.
It's
I think,
crazy.
Didn't FTW play in there a while back?
They played
There's
on
been some
the main
loud
stage.
shows there.
They played on the main stage outside.
Oh, it wasn't inside? Yeah, that'd be fun.
I got a slew of other shows coming too.
That's what I want to hear because you're actually hitting the road.
Yeah.
And that's kind of badass.
Yeah, so we're going to be in Austin. We're going to do an unplugged set over on May 31st. And you can find all these dates on henrythearcher.com. We're going to be in Austin again the next day on June 1st at the ABGB headlining. June 14th, we'll be unplugged in Dallas. You can go to the website for tickets and information on
Where's that? Where at Dallas?
It's a SoFar event.
Oh,
that one.
they're still doing them?
Oh, yeah. And
Oh,
we got
good.
good turnouts, too.
I'm glad SoFar still
No,
doing
we're
it.
coming to Fort Worth.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How'd you swing this?
How'd I swing it? You know how I swing, Dustin.
How'd you get the Fort Worth gig, man?
So I'll tell you later. But we're going to be coming to Tulips on August 3rd, Saturday.
Who's with you at that?
Royal Sons.
That's right,
As
yeah.
direct support, and then opening up the show's Glue Stick.
It's funny y'all are playing together because on the 11th,
We're playing. I know.
You're playing
We talked-
separate.
yeah, Blake and I got together. We talked about that.
Yeah.
And then we got a couple other shows. The other one on the calendar right now is the Paper Tiger in San Antonio, Texas, and that's on August 10th.
that joint's cool.
Yeah,
That's a fun little
we'll be
place.
headlining that too.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll be with From Parts Unknown and the Lost Project out of San Antonio. Yeah,
The Lost Project.
yeah,
I have to look these guys up.
yeah.
Or guys and gals or whatever they are.
They're guys.
Oh, they are?
Yeah,
They cool?
I don't know them personally.
But have you heard them? Are they cool?
I heard them. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it like?
they're alternative. Yeah.
So it won't be played on the Eagle. Between
No.
a block of Linkin Park and Metallica.
No,
And
That's what they
AC/DC.
need. They just need to play more Linkin Park.
Yeah. And then we were told in the chat room that where's it at? There's a single dropping tomorrow.
Oh,
No.
from Van Dam?
Van Dam
Yeah.
Oh,
dropping
Fuck
a
yeah.
single tomorrow.
You listen?
It's going to show up on the streams. Oh,
Yeah.
Have you listened now?
Oh, yeah. I finally broke down. And, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
this is.
We'll do a review of it.
I don't know. Is
We'll do a
Nick still in the
review of
room?
this.
How much can we
He
talk
was.
about?
Nick wasn't a while ago. But
Yeah, is he still in there? There's still
we'll
quite
do
a
a
few people in
review.
there. But I didn't know if he was still in there or not. If we can fully talk about this,
We're
yet
going
or
to put
not.
their nuts on the chopping block. Talk about this.
This was the record I was talking about a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
That is really,
I love it.
really good.
I love it. I love that
I'm
picture
excited
that
when it's
Doty got
finally
with
put out.
Pat, too.
Last night.
Yeah, I saw that on Instagram.
I nearly posted. I was
like-
like, I thought that guy stole yours.
I thought about it, dude. But then I was like, dude, Doty, and because now he's in, he's doing business and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
and
yeah.
like
I'm not gonna
that's
fuck
kind of
with
when we ran into him at NAMM. That's kind of the look he gave me and Dave when we
It's like,
walked up because we were like at the ESP booth or the room actually, and we went in there and he just kind of goes. He was like, gave us that look like, hey, guys, not now, guys. Not now, guys. I'm doing
That's
business.
I got that same look from Alex first year I was out there.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, look, it's Alex over there.
Yeah.
Go walk to me. He just goes, uh-oh.
Very entourage-y. It's like, what's up, man?
It is weird
Oh, no,
being
no.
Your drummer was the same way.
Right.
Running
Yeah.
into him at NAMM. He's
Yeah.
like, whoa, I'm doing business.
Hey.
Right.
It's
Right.
like, yeah, we're doing business
Yeah.
too.
Right.
We're not out here to throw out a bunch of dick and fart jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but dude, I'm glad you're back here, rooted here.
Thanks, bro.
And about to kick some ass, man. I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to this summer and seeing you play.
Plan on lighting it up. Yes,
Cool,
sir.
man.
Yeah. Then it'll be good.
Yeah.
Seeing you around, hanging out, doing
Yeah.
stuff.
Appreciate you guys having me.
Touching.
No problem. Anytime, man. When you next time you have something come out, All right, even if you don't, man. If you're having a shit day, just come over, man.
All right. All right.
All right, and we're gonna close out with a new song.
This is Sheep Song.
Sheep Song. Give us a breakdown of it.
It's
about
got
sheep.
It's got a breakdown
It's
in
got a
it.
song.
It's got a breakdown in it.
All right. So we're out of here. See you next week, and enjoy it. Come out the 11th to Growl.
Yeah, Growl Division
Brewing. It's all one. Like I never
It's
know
all
which one it's supposed
one,
to call.
and they have a pizzeria now, all connected to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if it will stay open late,
I know.
Grr.
I know.
That's
And it's
what-
not open every day of the week either. It's
No.
like, what are you doing here?
you got a show going on. Stay open late for. We've been drinking your beer, and we get hungry.
I feel you. And the pizza's delicious. It's too
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I've had a slice. I thought it was pretty decent.
Yeah.
So, all right, we're out of here. Later.
Later, y'all.
Almost paradise. Do do do. Looking for a beer to burn a burn. All right, chat room, we're shutting it down. We got to get to work. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. We love you. Good night. Almost